What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Reality Report with Craig Gatto. We are live from Detroit, as you can see, live for the draft. Without further ado, let me bring in my partner for the night and my son in real life, the sideline scout himself, Mr. Antonio Gatto. What is happening, Toe? What's the good word?
What's going on?
All right, you ready for tonight?
Yeah, been waiting all year.
All right. What I was saying earlier in the chat, as you know, this is 10 or 11 months of hard work, a culmination of 10 or 11 months of pounding the pavement, endless hours of doing your work, boils down to, which now is a 3-night event, but it starts on night 1, which is the first round.
That's right.
And it really comes down to 7 picks.
Yeah,
You got an opinion on that? What would you say to that statement?
I agree. I don't have an opinion on that one. I agree. I think the draft process starts day 1 of college football, right? So
Absolutely.
and then it doesn't stop until that guy's eligible to come out. So a lot of people think it's just, oh, season's over. No, they've been scouting that guy for 3-4 years. So
Tonio, before we get started, I want to give a special 2 things I'd like to say. Cinnamon Girl, we pray everything is well with your nephew. Always, you're part of our family here, and we pray everything is going to be fine. And we know with the Lord's touch, everything will be fine and work out fine. So our prayers are always with you, not only from me, Antonio, whoever's up on the stage, but everybody in our chat crew and everybody that hears this, our prayers are with you. Tracy, great to see you again, and I'll get through everybody in a second. Tracy, I want to give a special shout out to somebody that's special to you and would probably be special to a lot of people as well if they knew this person. And this goes out to Nicola. You know who I'm speaking of, who has helped you in many ways. And a special shout out to Nicola. Thank you from myself and the rest of our chat crew, especially Miss Tracy, who appreciates you and all you've done. And so do we, because she is a part of this chat crew in our community, and she's special to us. So thank you. Now, getting back to the rest of the crew. Bobby, it's our night. This is what we do. Davey T, Maureen, Tracy, Chris Gorky.
What?
Just want to make sure we got the sideline scout with us. As you know,
I'm here.
A personal
I'm here.
If we hear, he's in the house. If we hear any yelling or screaming in the background, please give me a special pass. That is my grandchildren.
Yeah, I got them right now.
We got the kids tonight, so they'll be joining us.
See them walking around a little bit. Carmela might
That's
make
right.
mentions.
So you might see them pop in from now and then. But you know what? They got to start watching film when they're young too. So what we're going to do tonight is, we know the draft doesn't start till probably around 8 o'clock.
We got about an hour.
Right, so we're going to talk some football and go over some scenarios and things like that. I'm going to ask Antonio some stuff. I want to get his feedback. If anybody has any questions or thoughts,
one second.
in the chat, just put it in the box. And Santino, I love you, bud. Love you, bud. That's my grandson, Santino. He wants to, he's going to be a star. He'll be on camera with us soon enough, but he's a little young yet. But anybody has any questions or chats, put it in the box. We will get to it. Hey, listen, this is what we love. I know it's a little selfish, but this is what we love. This is our passion. And it is, the grind of studying film and projecting on where these players go. So let's kick it off like this. Rather than do a whole new mock draft, I want to talk about what I feel are very big pressure points that can change this draft upside down. This has been predicted to be one of the craziest drafts in history. Now, I will say this. We do hear that a lot, meaning every year something crazy is going to happen. I do think, personally, this draft does have that ability to be very different, meaning lots of trades. I'm glad you asked that question, Maureen, about Timmy Irish. We have a special banner for Timmy And
One
it's right
second.
there.
Don't take me out of this. Do not take me out of this. 1 second. I have to answer one phone call.
Yeah, take that. I'll hold it down. Timmy Irish, I've cheated and lied. I joke around with Timmy all the time. It's actually more in the 80-day range, but I told him I'm going to talk to his boss and we'll get it down to 10 days as a joke, of course. But that's that. Kelly, how are you, my dear? It's great to see you and see your face, your name, of course. It's always good to see old friends, and I'm glad you had a chance to stop in. I know football's not everybody's thing, especially this. This is not like we're watching a football game. We're projecting the stars of the future, where they wind up, which teams, and who gets them. So that's what we're doing tonight. All of those other shows lead up to the culmination of what happens over the next 3 days. Tonight on TV is round one. Then tomorrow, for anybody that follows the draft who don't know, those who know, tomorrow is rounds 2 and 3. And then on Saturday morning they finish up with rounds 4 through 7. If Davey T, Chris Gorky, and some others, as they come in, Bobby probably remembers the days when there was 30 rounds. I can tell you as a kid, I remember when there was probably 15 rounds. I think it was either 12 or 15 rounds. Davey, what do you remember? I remember 12 rounds when I was young. I remember my dad telling me when it was 30 rounds. It was crazy. And then they cut it all down. And then, that's how you have, and then it became an event. It's an event. Let's face it, the draft, the NFL draft is one of the biggest events of the year. And I could tell you, for me, I'm not a Buffalo Bills fan. It's just something I grabbed tonight to wear. So I'll support all my Bills fans out there that have destroyed me because I pretty much put out a 7-round mock for every team, in shorts. Some people see it, some people don't. We can't kind of direct where they go. At least I don't think so. But anyway, let's get started. Tracy, thank you so much. Kelly, great to see you. Let's get rolling. We're going to be talking some football leading up to this show tonight. The room will dictate if we stay with the show. I have no problem doing marathon session. I would be home watching this. And when I tell you I'm glued in because of all the work that leads up to this. Antonio will tell you the work he puts into it, Chris, whoever. People put a lot of work into this. Tonio, I want to ask you a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Don't worry about the kids. Everybody's family here. Everybody's don't worry about it.
No, the dog is just being a little loud right now because Elizabeth just walked in.
All right, so don't worry about it. When you're ready, you come back on.
I'm on. I'm ready.
All right. I want to ask you a question. I see 3, 4, and 5 and 8 picks 3, 4, 5, and 8 as huge. What I would say are signifiers, are pressure points in this draft. What the Patriots do at 3 will say a lot about how crazy this draft gets. If the Cardinals move out of 4, we'll say a lot.
What do you think? I'm not trying to cut you off here.
No, I'm trying to tell you. Thank you.
I think after 1,
it's a
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 9. It's you have an idea, but after 10, from 10 on,
right?
I think it's gonna get crazy. I think
a free for all.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see the most trades. That's just me. There's a lot of speculation on receivers that are in the NFL right now that are going to be moved. They're saying 6 to 7 quarterbacks in the first round. You know what I mean? So I don't even know how that's going to play out. Watch us only get 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're going to get. Here's my prediction. I want people to, especially the ones that follow football, that it matters, it cares, whatever. Remember this. I'm going to say it now before it happens. I believe there'll be 6 quarterbacks, no less, that go in the first round.
Well, you look at it like this. You look at it like this: Drake May, Caleb Williams, J.J. McCarthy, Jaden Daniels,
4 right there.
Bo Nix, Michael Penix. The first 4 I named are 100%. Bo Nix, Michael Penix are like at 80%, depending on what you grade. And this is why past drafts are important to look at too, because what did you value Kenny Pickett at?
Absolutely.
Is Kenny Pickett better than Bo Nix and Michael Penix? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
But why was he? Because it was a scarce draft? No. People are still in need of quarterback. And it actually plays better hand for them because now it's like, okay, we're going to need a quarterback in 1-2 years. We're going to draft him. Like Michael Penix, I think here's a guy that could just walk into a starting job with the Raiders, with the Broncos, with the Vikings, with the Giants. And this is after Drake May, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and J.J. McCarthy go. So you're talking about Penix is a starter over Daniel Jones, in my opinion. He's a starter over Zach Wilson. He's a starter with Minnesota.
Absolutely.
So why wouldn't he be a first rounder?
Well, I agree 100%.
And from what I'm hearing, Bo Nix is loved in Denver.
Yeah, Sean Payton. That's the hot thing. Penix has been over the last week or so has really been hot. And I look at it this way: the same way. The same way we see those 4 quarterbacks going boom, 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 boom right away. Okay, the top 4 you named. I think easily as we get to if they're not gone already, Nix and Penix, if they're not gone already by the middle, by say pick 17, 18, 20, we'll give it to 20. You will definitely see teams who did not get their quarterback come back in, like you said, and come back like the Ravens did for Lamar Jackson.
Yes,
right.
yes,
and just
yes.
history tells us. And so many have done. And so many have done. And they'll come back later in the first round to secure the quarterback. I'll go on, I believe it, to the fullest, until I'm proven wrong. Those 6 quarterbacks will go in the first round.
What's going on,
at
Nick?
some point. Nick, what's happening, buddy? What's happening?
So here's my thing, right? And this is a tricky draft for me because, like, growing up, you've seen a lot of trends, right? We see a lot of trends, and I think you see a lot of bad trends as well. A bad trend that I've been seeing is setting the market trend, right? We're gonna reset the market. What that essentially did was kill the running back market. We're talking about a draft here with not one running back going in the first round. I don't see it. I don't see one running back. And it's not because the position is scarce. Because in recent years, Bucky Irving would be a first-round pick, second-round pick. Brooks would be a first-round pick.
Love that kid.
Blake Corum.
Love him.
These guys would be first-rounders, second-rounders.
Yep.
We're not even talking about a running back till the third round.
Yeah, just a new age.
Right? And then quarterbacks, right? Like, for instance, I'm a huge Amon-Ra St. Brown fan.
Got you.
What did he just get?
77 guaranteed, 120, I think, over 4.
Now, granted, he's a great player.
Right.
But what does that do for teams that are looking for a number 1 now? Now, Brandon Ayuk is saying,
if he gets that, what do you got to pay me?
I want 140. And then Justin Jefferson is saying, well, if he wants 140, I want 160.
And you better guarantee 120 of it.
You understand what I'm saying? So there's
teams it turns the market upside down.
Teams are so desperate to lock up guys because the new day and age is oh yeah, I'm out.
Bobby, I love that, Bobby. I love the kid Benson. I love him.
I love Benson too. Trey Benson?
I got it. Yeah, is that the kid from Texas, the running back? Or the kid from Florida State?
I like him.
Oh, the kid from Texas is Brooks. Right.
Brooks.
All right. My bad.
Jonathan
My bad.
Brooks.
Yeah, Benson. I think it's a good back draft, period, but nobody's talking about it.
But because
Devalued.
it's 100% devalued, you got guys like Nick
Yeah.
Chubb. Nick Chubb, who's a 1,000-yard rusher, not even going to get a max deal. And I'm not saying that, they're not needed, because then
I believe so.
in the same aspect, you say, all right, look, we're
Yep,
going to give
I'll
Todd
see.
Gurley all this money, right? It happened. We gave Todd Gurley all that money. Then a guy like Jaylen Warren goes undrafted.
Absolutely.
You're getting him for league minimum.
And teams know this. So teams know this. So they say, you know what? We could wait to the fourth. And we could probably name right now guys that we know will go in the 5th, 6th, 7th round, undrafted, and they'll make a team. And make a team.
Without a doubt. But remember, Travis Etienne, Najee Harris, those were first-round picks. That was 3 years ago, where 2 running backs was taken in the first round.
I'll give you a guy right now. That I think will be a late pick. And again, like I told you, 6 quarterbacks will go in the first round. Not only, if he doesn't get drafted, I'll tell you right now, not only does he make a team, he plays a role on that team.
What,
And
Dylan Loeb?
The kid, Garriendo from Oregon State, running back.
Okay, yeah.
Isaac, I think his name is Isaac Garriendo.
Yeah, there's a kid, Dylan Loeb, out of New Hampshire.
I love it.
Right?
Give them a little information. Give them a little on Dylan Loeb.
So I scouted him. Your typical, like, I don't want to say it like that, but typical, like, Danny Woodhead, white boy type running back.
Yeah, say it, dog.
H-back,
understand.
H-back to the fullest, pass catcher, but he rushed for 1,000 yards at New Hampshire. You know what I mean? Like, you don't do that. 800 then 1,000, so he's progressed. I see him as a late round pick that's going to start and make a team. Not start, but he's going to make a team. The kid, Audric Estienne from Notre Dame, he's going to make a team, sort of like that Zach Charbonnet look. So you got so many, right? And then you got the kid, Vaki, right? Who I think he's...
Who's he talking about?
Kid that he plays safety and he plays running back. He has just as good as a season at running back than he does at safety. I see him more of a safety in the NFL, but another guy who if he didn't play safety, he'd most likely make a team playing running back, like a Jason Kabinda. Remember when he was a linebacker, running back? Like
the kid Anderson that came out recently that went to the Falcons. He played running back and linebacker.
Yes.
Whatever, I forget his first name.
So there's so much talent in these drafts, and late talents. Like there's a kid, Jalen Coker, out of Holy Cross.
Love it, man. Those are gems.
Like I like him at receiver. I like Malik Washington out of Virginia. He's creating a buzz now, but 2 months ago, no one even knew him. It's up to guys like us that scout the position. Like I scout positional. So, receivers are my thing. But yeah, as you said, it's such a scarce position right now. In the NFL.
We got a question for you from Nick. So,
yeah.
So, who do you got as your top 3 tight ends? It's funny because we were arguing about this. Go ahead.
To be honest with you, this is the only position in this year's draft that I'm like, all right, after Brock Bowers and then Jatavion Sanders, like after those two, it's like.
I told you who I like.
Oh, and I like Ben Sinnott.
Yeah,
those are my top 3.
What about Theo? What do you think about Theo Johnson? All right, go. Give us your top 3.
Well, Theo Johnson's cool, Canadian kid. Like him a lot. Penn State, I'm a huge Penn State fan, so I'm going to say Theo Johnson's my number 1. But in reality, it's Brock Bowers, Ben Sinnott, Jatavion Sanders, and then Theo Johnson. Those are my top 4. But Theo Johnson is not in the same conversation as Brock Bowers.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that because I don't want to be a biased Penn State. It's just the truth. Like we got to speak the truth.
Hey, Nick, I want to welcome you, buddy. I want to just let you know, as you call him Junior and I call him Greggy, Little Pip is disguising himself under that's really Junior. So, Nick, now you know who Little Pip on the screen is. All right? Little Pip, guys, is another part of the clan.
You know, and then he, like Craigie said, right? So when I was doing the wide receiver, hold on one second.
Bobby's got something for you, Bobby. I love it.
Oh, yeah, I'm reading it right now. I'm an ND fan. Audrey Cristiano, although he ran a 4.7, he's real tough between the tackles. That's right. That's why I said Zach Charbonnet. That's why I gave him that. You know, Zach Charbonnet didn't, wow, oh my God, but he's going to run you over.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But go ahead.
No, those are the nuggets that people, like I know Chris Gorky, Chris is saying, you know, about Nick said, little Pip, keep going, keep them coming. We love it. You know, we love to find those guys that nobody's talking about. That's the idea, right? Don't tell me about the guys that everybody's talking about on every channel and every show. Let's go find the guys that nobody's talking about, that nobody's drafting, that's going to make a team and make an impact. But unfortunately, we do have to talk about the guys. And
So
as they get picked, go ahead, Tom.
to touch on what Craigie said, right there, he brought up a kid, Jaquan Jackson.
Go ahead.
Now,
Yeah, I didn't see it. Go ahead.
When I was scouting Michael Pratt from Tulane, who I'm high on,
Right.
quarterback,
Right.
small jittery receiver kept popping up. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me look at him. Looked into certain things. I liked what I saw. So at the combine, I watched them. Then at the Senior Bowl, I watched them. Here's a kid that I could see late making a team and being a pivotal factor on a team. Like everybody falls in love with certain guys because of wow factors, right?
Of course.
Like, oh my God, Xavier Worthy broke the record.
Speed. Right.
Calvin Austin broke the record, or he should have broke the record. Darnell Washington is 6'7" and he makes one-handed catches. I kind of like the guys like that just do their job. And there's one thing that'll keep you in the NFL as a receiver. And you and people, the average football fan doesn't understand. They don't understand this, right? Guys like Miles Boykin will forever be on an NFL football team.
Tell them why.
Because he blocks. Offensive coordinator, best friend is a wide receiver that can block.
Good job, Chris.
You understand? So you keep those guys around. Now, all the acute shit, that's great. The one-handed catches, the running a 4-2-1, all of that, that's great. The reason why Heath Miller, Dallas Clark, Jason Witten, those guys stuck around for so long, not because they were putting up Kelsey numbers, not because they were George Kittle. It's because they blocked. And then when it was time for them to make a play, they made that play. They did all the basic intangibles of football the right way.
Absolutely, Bobby. Bobby said another Notre Dame guy, Miles Boykin.
Right.
Yep. And you could put Chase Claypool with him too.
Except he'll be out of the league.
No, but Boykin's, you're right. He's been around. He's going to stay around. He's a grinder. He gets dirty.
And why do you think I'm an advocate for Brandon Ayuk so much? Because on top of his game, he's one of the best blocking wide receivers in the NFL. There's nobody that does it better than him. They can do it just as good, but they don't do it better than him. Go back and watch his tape. Go back. Don't even watch his tape. Go watch Christian McCaffrey's tape. And guess who's blocking upfield for him most of the time?
Brandon Ayuk. And offensive coordinators
will die by that guy. They'll find a way to pay that guy and put him on league minimum just to make a team.
Because he's got his hand in the pile. He's not running away. When most guys are looking to stay away from contact, he's running to it. Especially at the diva position. You know that.
Oh, 100%.
That's beautiful. I love it. These are nuggets that, everybody's this is our way of prepping for, this is the night we wait for. I said this to Junior tonight, this afternoon. And I might have said this to Nick. You got it, Nick. He hears it loud and clear. I believe this.
Thank you.
This is, for me, draft night and the culmination leading up to the draft, but the draft night itself, the whole weekend, the whole process, you've witnessed it. And now you're doing it, but living it.
Right.
It's bigger to me than the Super Bowl. That's crazy.
100%.
It sounds crazy.
1000%. No, it's not crazy.
Bigger to me than the
It's
Super
not
Bowl.
crazy. It's not crazy
I
because
enjoy it
this
more.
is what
I love it.
and growing up, I wanted the sexy pick, so to say, right?
Yeah,
I
we
wanted
all did.
I
We're
want
going back. Yeah,
no,
of
no,
course.
no, 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 no. Now that I'm a football fan, not a Steeler fan, now that I absolutely love the sport of football and I absolutely understand what goes into playing the sport of football,
Absolutely.
I love the big uglies. If the Steelers go out tonight on record, I'll say it. They go out tonight and they draft Graham Barton. I'll be more excited about that than them going out and drafting Brian Thomas, because
Absolutely.
Brian Thomas most likely will turn around, not to individualize him,
Yeah,
but the receiver will most likely turn around in 4 years and say, I want to get paid. I'm going somewhere else. Graham Barton
Absolutely.
will be on your team for 12 years.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
You're right. You're on point.
So I like building personally. I grew up playing. I don't know if everyone did this, but maybe it was because you put it in our heads at a young age. But me, for the most part, me, JoJo, and Vinny, and I know Craigie towards, we were getting older, but he would even join in. We would go on Madden and just do fantasy drafts all night long until 5:30 in the morning. And we would learn where certain positions were getting drafted. Right. Like, you didn't take a tight in Madden. You didn't take a tight end in the first round. No, we get those guys in the fourth and the fifth. So it's like, now that I'm seeing it play out in real life, and we didn't put the sliders on, we're going to force trades. No, we had to understand the value and the premiums that each trade costed. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, that was another thing. And obviously listening to you and, driving in the car in the morning, going to a job site, right? At 20 years old, when I was in Local 79, and you picked me up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and what's blasting?
Pat Kerwin.
Joe Hayden just got traded to the Steelers. I'm like, I don't even care. But now it's like all those little things that now that I'm older, I have a respect for it. It's not an easy job to come sit up on a radio and be on record saying what you're saying.
No, you have to, right? You must be convicted in what you say, and you're going to miss. I was looking at a chart today that showed every positional breakdown on the best of the best and the percentages of hits. And do you know the position that has a 92% rating of hit correct rather than misses on? One position. 92% hit rate on centers.
Mm-hmm.
Every other position, quarterbacks, 58%. I'm going off the top of my head. I should have took a still shot of it because it came from a very reputable source. A publication that a group of ex-GMs and stuff. So if they put something up on the screen, I'll buy it. And they were just saying, starting at center and then going through every position, the percentage of hit rates, and you'll be shocked. Corners, 27%, wide receivers. So you got me?
I have you. The camera's out though. Might have unplugged or something like that.
Stand by, boy.
You're on.
Yeah, what the hell this issue is here? Probably. All right, so the hit rates are crazy.
It's extremely hard.
Yeah. So as we get ready for tonight, what do you see? I'll just name a couple of teams. I want you to get your thoughts on them.
Before we get into that, what do you feel about guys that make their picks, right? They'll say, for instance, we used to do it back in the day. We used to do a whole mock draft, right?
Right.
And you got to live by those. Yeah. I've seen, now that I'm getting older, you get lucky some years where it's like, I hit.
Absolutely.
Like, oh my God, I hit 20 out of 32.
Absolutely.
Or, oh, I got this trade right. But as you get older, the game is changing. Back in the day, there wasn't a lot of trades.
No.
It was a straightforward draft. Everybody really stood where they wanted to, unless they really, really, really wanted somebody. Like
Absolutely.
the Steelers very rarely traded up. They've traded up more times in the last 4 years than they've ever. How do you feel about what's going on with like Twitter and the social media aspect of this? Because people are getting so there's more and more reporters coming out on Twitter now, and I started actually calling out a lot of these guys. I'll at them in tweets, and I'll tell them a guy I like, and I'll go back to it 2 years. And I actually found this one, right? So before the combine even started, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it.
Yeah,
but
it's blurry.
Yeah, it's going to be blurry. But
Yeah.
yeah,
If you pull it away, but I see it. I get you. Go ahead. What did you say?
So before the combine even started, I said there's a kid named Tank Dell coming out of Houston, right? He's an insane route runner, hands catcher, and is fast. 4'3" guy for sure. Future NFL player. Would love to see him in black and yellow, right? And I'll do that, and I'll go back to it 3-4 years later. And what they want to see is not that you're getting the superstar. It's how many starters did you see?
Absolutely.
Because it's easy to see the superstar.
Yep.
It's hard to see a guy like Tank Dell coming out of Houston. It's hard to see a guy like Puka Nacua, who was at Washington and transferred to BYU. So, like, what's your take on that? Like, what like social media?
Well, I think it's good and bad. I'll tell you what. It's bad from a point of you'll get people listening to people that kind of like I don't want to compare anything to this crap that's going on with this mob genre shit. But what I'm saying is this. You'll get guys that they'll have 60,000 subscribers and they're talking football and they don't watch an hour of film. They all they do is go off of what somebody else is saying, change the verbiage, change this, change that, and now put up a video and people think this is the person that knows everything. No. No. So from that standpoint, it's bad. From the standpoint of giving somebody that does put the work in, that has the ability now to have a voice and talk about somebody that they love talking about like this, it's good. It's great. So for me, that this is something I love talking about and always love talking about from the draft standpoint, from the team building standpoint. Personally, yes, it's nice when you have lots of people that say, hey, the guy knows what he's talking about, or hey, I don't agree with what he's talking about. You know what? That's okay too, because they're listening. So it's a platform. So it's kind of got that good and bad. I tend to, my rules. I kind of you gotta talk a certain talk before I'll listen, before I'll really come back in for a second time. And I do appreciate even the guys that maybe didn't do it the other way, but yet they'll go out of their way, because I understand now what it takes to create thumbnails, to put pictures and wording. So they bust their ass on the other end of putting reels together, editing, shit like that. So I'll respect it from that point of view, but they're not somebody I'm going to listen to when it comes to a player breakdown and what their opinion is. There's only a handful of guys that I will listen to on that. I'm not nobody special, but that is the truth. I don't, and it's not to take a shot at, there's a lot of guys on TV that have big positions, huge, that are on TV tonight. I don't listen to. Not that they know the game. I know they know the game. I don't listen to them. Me and you will get maybe more right than they will. And maybe, first of all, you don't know till 3 years down the road. So like all this grading shit that comes out tomorrow, who won round one, it's a joke. And then at the end of the weekend, this team gets an A. This team, put it in the books now. The Jets will get an A+ for their draft. the Ravens will get an A+ for their draft, and I can name about 5 other teams that always get an A. It means nothing. We don't know nothing for 3 years from now.
No, you don't.
Maybe you could tell them why, Toe.
I mean, they go based off ADP and they go based off a whole bunch of things, draft grade and stuff like that. But you have to, for me, I don't look at any of that. You have to really, really, really love the guy for you to draft him, right?
Right, but
You're
why
putting
does it
your-
take 3 years before you can decide if the guy was a good pick or not?
Because for me, that's how long it takes to evaluate talent, right? So
If he's produced.
you need to see 3 years of production. You can't just say, oh, well, because if that was the case, then we'd say Jordan Love was the biggest bust.
Absolutely.
Now
Look at him now.
Look at Jordan Love. He's balling, and he's balling at a top rate. But
Absolutely. How many times I myself, guilty, I wrote off Baker Mayfield at least 3 times.
Yeah.
At least. And
Yeah.
guess what? I'm glad that kid is sticking it up my ass and doing his thing. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. I
Without
wrote
a
that
doubt.
kid off. I can't tell you how many times I wrote him off.
1,000%.
You're going to get guys right. You're going to get guys wrong. Just stay convicted. Don't flip-flop. Don't let your eyes fool you. Go with the eye test. And if there's one thing that somebody that likes to jump into this and want to do this, compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges. So it does matter. You could tell me you watched 50 hours of tape. That's great. Are you watching the right tape? Are we watching as a competition? Matters. Like you made it a big thing about the Senior Bowl and the All-Star games. You know, I heard something today from a very reputable guy who worked for Al Davis. He said,
That's right, Bobby.
he said Al Davis only cared about one thing, the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
He would make his scouts watch incredible amount of hours on just Senior Bowl. He said to where you'd want to throw up as a scout. Because that's all he cared about. Because that was the only place where you could compare small school, big school against the same talent.
I believe
It's
it.
the only place. So that's what I'm talking about. Make sure you're watching the same tape.
I believe it. Listen, what I love so much about the draft is it's like you can be wrong, right? And let's not get this misconstrued.
You're gonna be.
You could be so wrong on 10
Josh
guys.
Rosen.
You can be so wrong on 10 guys, and then you're right about one guy, and that's
it
the
feels
one
great.
thing that gets you the job. And you'll get a
Absolutely.
job off one guy because who is that guy? Is it
Absolutely.
who drafted Puka Nacua?
Absolutely. I talk
Because-
about that a lot.
Because 32 teams
Missed. Let him go.
multiple times. Someone said, no. This kid, he's been around here too long. We're taking him. And people don't understand. Oh, well, they wasted a 6th round pick. Bro, the 6th round ain't the 6th round anymore.
No.
Undrafted free agents are being ran to.
Yep.
There's a line out the door for undrafted free agents. Jalen
Absolutely.
Warren
And they
could
know
have
it.
picked. They
Yeah.
could have picked. They pick where they want to go. So it's like the 6th round isn't the 6th. The 6th round is really like the 4th round. The 4th round is really like the 2nd round. The 1st, 2nd, and 3rd round are like 1st rounds because there's so much talent. There's just an influx of talent in today's world where these small schools are putting out big time players. Think about it. If Jared Verse wasn't chasing a national championship, he was in Albany, Great Dane, for 3 years. Nobody knows that. He was at Albany University for 3 years. Then he went to Florida State, but he was the same prospect at Albany.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like there's so much talent. The kid Dylan Loeb, I know I brought him up too. Then
Right.
there's a tight end, Michael Riggerman, coming out of Findlay University. I like him. So Jalen Coker out of Holy Cross Crusaders. I like him. So I think all those guys get drafted. And mark my words, I might be right. I think I'm going to be right. But we'll see it within the next 3 days. If any of those guys get drafted, somebody values my opinion. So
Absolutely. Well,
that's how it works.
we're talking about Tulane. You mentioned a couple players from Tulane. Little Pips at it again. He says, Kid Hainsworth, the center from Tulane. He said he thinks he had a great Senior Bowl. I didn't even know he was invited to the Senior Bowl. But just because he played at Tulane will push him down, and nobody's talking about it. I'm just curious. We'll keep an ear out for this kid from Tulane.
Yeah,
Hainsworth.
and look at that.
I don't even know who he's talking about. Normally I would. I don't.
You're talking about a core of an offense. Look at Tulane's numbers. Tulane put up a lot of points this year.
Good quarterback.
Good quarterback. Great
Receiver.
center. Great quarterback and great receiver.
Yep.
So
something's there, right? He said it's Albert Hainsworth's son.
Yes.
Albert Hainsworth's son. I didn't even know that.
Sincere Hainsworth.
That's his name? I thought he wrote Sincere. I didn't even know. I didn't break the kid down. I didn't do too much with Tulane.
So you just look at that. Like you just look at the core of an offense. You say center, quarterback, receiver.
Yeah. It's like pitcher, catcher, shortstop. Same thing.
You understand what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
That wouldn't surprise me if Michael Pratt, day 2. A second round.
Yep.
Johnson, second round.
Absolutely.
Hainsworth, second round. It wouldn't surprise me because what do you value your center at? I'll tell you one thing. I'll go on a limb and say this. You could ask all 32 teams. They're going to value a center and a left tackle way more than they value a tight end, wide receiver, and running back.
Well, the small teams do.
They're just going like, look, Miami. We're all in on a speedy wide receiver because he matches and he fits our mold. No, you should be all in on J.C. Latham, the right tackle. That's going to protect your left-handed quarterback.
6'6", 340 more.
You shouldn't be all in on Xavier Worthy because he ran a 4-1.
Because he ran a 4-1. Right, I got you.
You know what I mean? But look at who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
The Giants. They're all in on a receiver. No, you shouldn't be all in on a receiver. As a matter of fact, everybody should get rounded up and fired. You understand what I'm saying?
You know what? Tell them how you feel, man. I love it.
It's just these people get paid millions of dollars to just do it the wrong way. And I'm not saying my way is the right way.
Right.
But if you study the game and you follow what the greats do.
That's the problem.
Left tackle, center, quarterback. Everything else works itself out.
Yep.
On defense, middle linebacker, edge rusher, corner or safety. Everything else works itself out.
You know, so everybody has the problem. I've said this before. I'll say it again. It starts with team building, and 1,000%. Everybody has their own. Everybody has their own theory on team building, and you know, you have a theory. I have a theory. It's kind of aligned, because I was taught a certain way. You were taught a certain way, but even now, you're branched off. You're being taught by others and listening to others. The game is won and lost up front. Yeah, all the other stuff is important, but to me, it starts, with those guys you're talking about. You need a center. You need a smart center. That's why this kid Connor Barton, to me, I'll take him a little above. Not that Jackson Powers Jackson is a dumb kid. I didn't say that.
It's just versatility.
Right. The kid's played tackle for 3 years. He's played guard. He's played center. He's dominated with every position. But he went to Duke. He's going to step in from day one and be able to make all the line calls. He's not going to need an experienced quarterback to call protections. Your center's going to be doing it the same way Pouncey did it. This kid will come in as a rookie and do it. Not that JPJ can't. I don't know that. But I do know the kid from Duke can. That's why he would get a little advantage over him, for me.
Without a doubt.
That's me. But, these are all good, healthy arguments. Matty, what's up, buddy? A big question of the night is, I think the Giants need, besides a receiver, a right tackle. There's an old adage: you don't draft a quarterback. Well, you have Daniel Jones, but you worry about a quarterback, and I do believe J.J. McCarthy could fall right to the Giants without even moving. I think they're going to get involved in the quarterback stuff. You still need a right tackle. Evan Neal has been underwhelming, to say the least. I liked him coming out. He's underwhelmed. Maybe the Giants believe in the second round they can get a right tackle. They're short on the receiver end. The receiver end is deep enough to get a receiver later in the draft. We'll see what the Giants do. I'm curious to see what the Giants are going to do tonight. I'm very curious. Are they going to sit at 6? Are they going to make a move? Would they be happy with a Penix? Would they be happy with a Bo Nix? Or is it they're dead set on J.J. McCarthy? I've been told the Giants like Drake May. And I've also heard, like everybody else has heard, that Minnesota has now switched from J.J. McCarthy. They love Drake May. So somewhere in between is the truth. Tonight, the truth serum is out, and we'll find out.
What about this? Breaking news, right?
Yeah, let's get it. Break it.
The Eagles just signed superstar wide receiver A.J. Brown to a record-breaking deal. Just days after.
Yeah, it's going to set. What did we just say? It's going to turn it upside down.
He got
what he signed?
He got $100 million over 3 years.
What they guarantee? Did they say the numbers didn't come out?
That didn't come out, but he's the highest paid NFL wide receiver. And they just paid Devontae Smith $75 million to be a 2. He got number 1 money to be a 2.
Yeah. So they put a lot of money in their receivers. So, now they got to hope these defensive players they've drafted pan out soon, because at some point you're going to have to start paying these guys too. So that's why you have to continuously draft well, because you could only pay so many players with the cap. There's only so many guys that are going to keep getting these $100 million, $200 million contracts with all this money guaranteed. So you got to draft well. You can't keep going into free agency. You got to draft well. You have to draft well. And, I'm not saying the Eagles have they've drafted the right players, I believe, the last few years. But for some reason, I don't understand why they're not playing all the time. Like the kid from Georgia, not Jalen Carter, the other kid. What's the kid's name? So nose tackle, big freakish kid. He came out the year before, Jalen Carter, Georgia, big nose tackle.
Who?
Defensive tackle from Georgia. He went to the Eagles.
Jordan Davis?
What's his name? Jordan
Davis.
Yeah. The kid doesn't play. When I say he doesn't play, he plays maybe 30% of the snaps, 20% of snaps. And I know somebody in here right now is going to say, well, he's only a 2-down player. Bullshit. That kid needs to be on the field next to his teammate, his college teammate, Jalen Carter.
I'm just confused. Didn't when they traded for A.J. Brown, didn't they give him a 4-year deal?
I thought I thought they gave him a brand new deal, but they're extending him now, which some would say is smart.
But didn't they give him $100 million?
Yeah, I guess they feel extend him now. I don't know where these teams get the money. I don't know how they're all compliant. I don't even want to get into that. But Philly is aggressive. They've been that way.
I could have sworn they gave him a 4-year, $100 million deal in 2022.
It's all obtainable. It's all obtainable. We can find out. Little Pip, if you're on, find out when was A.J. Brown's last contract. Oh, you see, Little Pip is on it already. So look, Jordan Davis, because we talk about this a lot. Jordan Davis had 45 tackles playing less than half the snaps. For a guy that's up front, 45 tackles is a lot for a guy that doesn't play every down. So if you put 75, 80 tackles on a guy that's playing the nose. That's a good amount of tackles. That's what
I
you
could
want to
have
see.
sworn. Maybe I'm crazy. I could have sworn they gave him $100 million deal.
Hey, Pip, see if you can find out what was A.J. Brown's last contract before this last one. And that brings us into, we're about 10 minutes from the Chicago Bears are on the clock.
Yeah, maybe I'm crazy. I don't know.
No, I think I know you're right. You're not wrong. Chris Gorky saying Davis played well beginning of the year, way too heavy the second half. Chris, you got your finger on the pulse there. I'm not saying right or wrong. If you're saying that, I agree with you, bud. I know you shit. What I'm saying is drafting a lot of guys that don't see the field. And I'll go through them all. And you know who they are. We've talked about it. All them Georgia kids. None of them are seeing the field outside of the last kid, Gilbert. Nolan Smith didn't see the field a lot. And I could go on and on. The middle linebacker never on the field. I know injuries. But accountability, availability, it all is about this. It means the same thing.
Is the best ability.
Exactly. If you're not available, I can't count on you. So that's just my opinion on that. I don't know if Jordan Davis falls into that, but I want to know all these Georgia kids. Who's the corner they took from Georgia? This kid can't get on the field either. The Philly Eagles drafted him last year. The corner from the Georgia.
Khalil Ringo.
Did he get on the field? I'm just curious.
No.
Why? What'd you draft him for? I mean, at what point does Howie Roseman start to answer this shit? I mean, I gotta wonder, is he in love with the owner? Are they in love with each other? I don't get it. How do you keep getting passes? You're drafting guys that never get on the field. And this is an attack on the Eagles. I go after the Giants the same way. I would go after the Steelers the same way. It don't matter to me. It is what it is. Why are they not getting on the field? And I'm an Eagle fan, and I know this. That I know that they're not getting on the field. I'm not the only one, no. But we got our man in Philadelphia that's going to tell us why they're not getting on the field. So tell us, Chris, why are they not getting on the field? Every guy I named.
Let me see something. I'm trying to get some. Watch. Oh, countdown. Get a TV provider. Let me see something here. Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're saying he just finished up. He just finished up almost 100 and they gave him an extension, so he wasn't even done with his last deal. He was still. They just added years onto an existing deal. They gave him a $96 million extension. Chris is in the house. He can tell us. So Chris says Davis is out of shape. Nakobe Dean is constantly injured, and Nolan Smith was depth. Okay. What number did they draft Nolan Smith? You drafted a guy at 20-something for depth? I'm just curious. Nakobe Dean is constantly injured. Okay. Sounds like we might have a miss there. And Davis is out of shape. So that tells me, A, possibly, maybe you're not doing your homework enough on these guys.
No, you sir. You certainly are.
What would you be thinking, Chris? Honestly, the answers you just gave me, would that tell you I'm not doing my homework enough and I'm just falling in love with the player? Because if Nakobe Dean is constantly injured, let's go back and look at his injury history at Georgia. And if it shows the same thing, guess what? We shouldn't have drafted him. If that's not the case, then it's just a matter of luck. But again, as we know, if you're not available, I can't count on you. Time for Lil Pip said maybe it's time for a new strength and conditioning coach in Philly. I don't know. Maybe he's right or wrong. I don't know. So you think strength and conditioning coaches have anything to do with players continuously getting injured on certain teams that nobody looks at?
What happened? Say it again.
Little Pip says maybe it's time for a new strength and conditioning coach in Philadelphia, considering all the injuries. Do you think that has anything to do with injuries, the right strength and conditioning coach?
Yeah. Yeah. I can tell you one thing though. I think I don't know. Yeah, this is his third deal
Third,
at 27 years old.
all right. We are about
He's
3 minutes away.
90 mil guaranteed, I think.
90 million guaranteed. Hey,
They're
listen,
saying
I honestly I thought Devontae Smith's deal was a little much.
84 million guaranteed, highest in the NFL for a receiver. Crazy.
I guess what they're saying is all this really does is just say even more so that Jalen Hurts had a down year. We believe in him. We're going to secure everything around him, and we're all in. And go for it. They're going for it. They're going for it.
I think the Vikings' war room right now is in shambles trying to find their future quarterback.
Might be right.
What do you think?
Yeah, they're talking about it now. They're saying, "Oh, here we go." Dean was drafted third round. Dean and Devin Lloyd were top linebackers. Dean was great value in the third round. Nobody said he wasn't, Chris. What I'm saying is he's not on the field. And
no, so to that comment, right? Davis is out of shape.
I clearly said he's always injured. So
right. No, so to that comment, Davis out of shape has nothing to do with nobody, right? That's not an excuse. Nakobe Dean constantly injured, also not an excuse. And Nolan Smith being a depth players, right? Now I'm going to give you a breakdown of what depth means, right? So when you draft somebody for depth, you do that from round 6 to 7.
Now
you don't do that at 20,
whatever it was.
At 22, 24.
Yeah,
you don't draft depth in the first round. I've never heard of that. That's not a thing. I'm not saying that that's what you're saying. I'm just based off that comment. Davis being out of shape is Davis's fault. Eddie Lacy ate himself out the league.
Absolutely.
So he can Zion Williamson.
Absolutely, but who owns it?
Right.
If Davis eats himself out of the league, who does that fall on? Yes, Davis' career's over, but Howie Roseman's the guy answering to it.
It's a miss on the GM.
Absolutely. Nobody wants to hear he ate himself out of the league.
Right. It's not an excuse.
And this isn't to piss on the Eagles. We're just making points. We get on any team. We're getting on the Giants. I think they need a tackle. I think they need a receiver. They need a quarterback. Honestly, there's some say you don't do any of that until you have your quarterback. So maybe now is the time you go get your quarterback, because God knows you have missed royally on Jones. Royally. And ownership loves him. But supposedly they're open to, let's see what happens. We're minutes away from finding out who we have. So, Toe, whenever you want to add that to the screen, that's up to you. If you think now's the time, we can put that tracker up. And whoever wants to stay with us, stay with us. We're going to take you right through and enjoy the draft with us. I'm happy we got 12 people watching. Whoever's in the chat, great. Whoever's not, what I can tell you what you are missing is pure passion. That's what you're missing. We'll see how this goes. But I'm curious what New England does with 3. I'm curious if they take the quarterback or they look at it like they got so many holes, they move down and then come back and be that team later and take the quarterback.
I can see New England trading for Brandon Ayuk today.
Without a quarterback in place.
I could see them trading for Brandon Ayuk today, giving up some big draft capital, and taking a quarterback at 3.
I could see that too. I could see Minnesota moving up into New England spot. They get the 11 and 23, and with either 11, they take a Penix, a Bo Nix, somebody like that.
Yep.
And then at 23, add a weapon. If a Michael Thomas is there, maybe he's there, or a tight end, or whoever, or a tackle. There's going to be a lot of tackles, or the center. Maybe they get a Jackson Powers to go with a quarterback. We're going to learn a lot about New England tonight. We're going to learn a lot about New England tonight. And
you think they would shut the show down if I added the draft to the stage?
Probably. I guess there's only one. Yeah, you know what YouTube does? Anything that's live on TV or like pay-per-view or live on a network, because they don't own the network rights, they you'd have to take it up, down, up, down. But what we can do is add a ticker, or look, we could try it. But like they did with the UFC, they shut us down totally the whole night. We could fill people, because I'm sure everybody's at home. They got their TVs on, and they're watching the draft and listening to us a little bit. It shows we got some people in here. If it drops down to where we have nobody in here, then we'll bail. But right now we got 10, 11 people, 12, 13 that keep fluctuating, 14, and they stay with us. So obviously they want to hear what we have to say.
Right.
We could put the ticker up, and we could break down the picks as they come in. If we get a trade alert, we could tell them what we think is happening. Matt wants to know, Tonio. Chad McDonough. I got something I want to say to you, Chad. Chad, I'd like to give you a link, Chad. Because
who's Chad McDonough? He knows football.
He knows football. Time. You know what? I'm going to be a man of my word, and I told Chad now's not the time. So I'm going to answer his question, and then if you have anything you want to say, slick, Chad, you can. But I'll tell you what. I'll give you my number. I know what show you hang out in, so that's close to my area. So I'll just go to him and ask him, why is it that you feel the need to say silly things? But I'll answer your question. Pat's definitely taking quarterback at 3. So if I answer your question, are you going to stop treating me like a jerk off? So I'll answer it now. So we got a man's agreement, right, Chad? Good. I'm not sure what the Pats do at 3. I think they could trade out.
Steve,
I'm not sure, but we're gonna. I think they like Drake May, but I think they there's a possibility that teams are trying to get to that 3. I think the Patriots have a lot of holes. If I'm them, I'd probably take the quarterback and start the rebuild today. But we'll see. Now, I was a gentleman, Chad. Through the last comment, I answered your question as a gentleman would. Let's keep it that way. No need to be silly. We're here to talk football. Let's talk football. Stevie, what's up, buddy? Always a pleasure. So pretty soon we'll be hearing Chicago Bears are now on the clock. Am I correct?
Yeah, I saw. I got signed out here. Who's Chad?
Chad, Chad came back in. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. He had some slick stuff to say, and I told him to come up on stage. For some reason, it sent off a firestorm with some of the guys in the chat, people that care about our show, and we don't want drama here. But through some work, people have, they find the homes that you know, I'm sure, I want to give Chad the benefit of the doubt here. Maybe he doesn't, realize that I'm a fucking retard and I'm stupid enough to go look for him. You say stupid shit, you're gonna answer for saying stupid shit.
Nah,
Especially
nah.
you saying stupid shit and then going to hide in a room with a guy that lives in our neighborhood. And you just, whatever. Let's talk football. Let's talk football.
In our neighborhood. Let's talk
It's
football.
probably best that Chad doesn't stay here. Chad, you're out. And you continue your drama somewhere else, but you're out of here, bud. Take care. I answered your question, so make sure you tell your little buddies I answered your question too.
What question did he ask you?
Uh, Look, it's one of two things. He's either Dr. Seuss or he's a friend of Dr. Seuss's. He's out. Chad has been thrown out, and I gave him the respect and answered him his question.
What question? Chad McDonough. What a fake name.
Yeah.
What a fake name. But we don't care. We don't give time to those people.
Yeah, and I invited him to come up on stage the last time, and just show your face, and you could come on, whatever's on your mind, say it.
My camera's lagging, so I'm gonna pause it for a little bit. But can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Have any of you ever known someone named Chad? No, I have never met a Chad.
And took all of like 5 minutes to find out like the shows that he hangs out in, and that he obviously has a relationship with these people because they're answering him. So I believe I'll talk to you off camera. I know who it is. And that's good. That's good.
The Corona?
Yeah, clown. Dr. Seuss. Green eggs and ham. Green eggs and fucking ham. Look at Nick. Look what Nick said. Yeah. Chad said maybe you should. Nick said, Chad, maybe you should ask Gas the question with the Seville. By the way, Chad, I didn't have a Seville. I had an Eldorado. Do your homework. Do your homework, young man. Or should I say old fucking rooster neck? But you don't have the balls to do that if that is you, Dr. Seuss. Because you know it'll happen. You know it'll happen. Don't make me say it. Don't make me say it. Fucking rooster boy. Don't make me say it.
Barry Sanders. All right, so they're bringing out all the Detroit Lions here.
Are they? All right, good. Do me a favor when you can, that add that player tracker to my side if you can.
I think what's going to happen is it's going to shut it down because it's live.
All right. All right. Davey T said, let's go Bears, Davey. Here we go. Get ready. Once he says the Bears are now on the clock.
Got a whole Jared Goff chant going on right now.
Got all, is it told? We got million. How many people are in Detroit? Is it crazy?
Oh, it's nuts.
So do me a favor, hold this down for a second. I'm going to Avatar for 1 second, and I'll tell my crew why I'm going to Avatar. Guys, I'm going to Avatar because I am getting a quick cup of coffee in the kitchen.
Okay.
So you know what? I'm not even going to Avatar. So hold it down 1 second. Be right back, guys.
Maybe Chad knows Pablo.
Chad. Yeah, Chad. Chad. I'm going to talk to Chad where Chad hangs out. You watch.
Nick, that's good, man. Well, he knows Pablo personally. You know that, right? That's what I'm hearing. That's what I heard. They're booing Goodell. Dave, what do you think? Think Caleb? Yeah. I despise Goodell. I know they always boo him. They always boo him. Oh man. Right. Better Bears question is who's Bears taking 9? Like I said, I don't think they go back to back offense, but they could. They could. They can go Roma Duns. It's all about who falls, man. They should be running up with this pick. Yeah, Caleb Williams is the pick here. Caleb Williams is the pick for sure. For sure, Caleb Williams. For sure. What do you guys like here? Joe, hold up. Yeah, this is Caleb Williams for sure. 100%. Chad McDonough has another. Why does Chad McDonough have multiple accounts? Craig, I think you the wrong guy. I'm in Boston. I was in your chat one time. Tony Silo was on Enjoy Show. This guy don't know how to spell. He doesn't know how to write. We don't pay no mind to that though. Football. It's all right. Don't even. Who cares? Don't even pay it mind. Taking a little long off the clock. They always do this though. Always do it. They were told to milk the clock. They're always told to milk the clock, right? Joe Burrow year it went down to the wire too. I think it gets interesting from pick. I think it gets interesting from pick 3 on. To be honest with you, I don't think it's just pick 9, Corky. I think it's gonna be
All right,
crazy
guys,
from
I'm back. I'm sorry. So we got the first pick.
Yo,
That's the
Chad
first pick.
McDonough has another page he got on. He said, Craig, I think you got the wrong guy. I'm in Boston. I was in your chat one time. Tony Silo was on.
I
Enjoy
know,
show.
and he was a gentleman. Chad, somebody's using your stuff and saying crazy shit. So I appreciate you for saying that. I appreciate you for letting us know. that wasn't you? Because I remember you being a gentleman. That's why it surprised me, because I said that to somebody in the chat. I can't believe he would say something like that. That was a couple weeks ago. And it was with your same thing that you always use. Yes, Tony Silo one time. That's correct. Tony's no longer here. You're always welcome here. But the last comment you made with the same name and that same blue icon that you use, it's totally different now that you're using now. And I saw it in another chat as well. Well, somebody hacked your name and your stuff and is using it. But we can move on from that, bro. It's just too much to figure out. Enjoy the show, man. Just you being you gives you a heads up somebody's using your shit. Just letting you know, brother. If you go back to my shows, you'll see the comment they said with your name. But anyway, you don't even have to mention Dr. Seuss's name. He's no longer here.
Oh,
but I don't think New England. I think New England is. I don't know. That's a big pressure spot in this draft, whether they take a player or not. I could see them going quarterback. Yeah, no, I'm glad you know. I'm glad we cleared it up, because I was shocked when that remark was left. I was very shocked. Back in the hat, JoJo. But yeah, really, Chad, we're all family here. We try to keep a beautiful community here. We don't want no drama. That's why I was surprised when I saw the comment. Let it go. Then somebody gave me a heads up that your same thing was in another show's comment, and that guy happens to be in my neighborhood. I'm like, oh, wow, that's stupid. But anyway, we're all good. Let's talk football. That's what we're here for.
Pick is in.
All right. So I think the Patriots at 3 could shake this whole draft up. We're going to see what the Patriots are all about tonight, moving forward, what this new regime is about. Right, that's right, JoJo. By the way, guys, this is my nephew Joseph in the house with us tonight. We got another Gatto in the house. So let's go. Let's get that first pick in. Here we go. Sorry, guys. I had a feeling this might be a long one. I had to get a cup of coffee. Nick A, what's up, Nick? Chad, I hope all is well, my friend. I haven't seen you in a while. Here we go. We got a pick in. All right, we're officially underway. Bears select. Toe, you want to say it, or I got it?
It's not in yet, but I'm
Yes,
sure
it's in. I got it in. The Bears have selected Caleb Williams with the first pick. The Bears believe they have secured their quarterback of the future. Caleb Williams to the Bears with pick number 1. Official. Davey T, Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams, number 1. We'll see what they do at 9. Rumor has it. Again, it's only rumor, Davey. I've been hearing today, maybe they're looking to trade down from 9 now, collect more picks, and still get maybe a guy they like. We'll find out. We'll find out what they do.
Wow.
Yeah, getting a lot of the same talk with him. Uber talented. You know, we don't have to beat it up on what we think. We've said what we had to say about
USC.
but if you want to touch on it, touch on it.
What?
Caleb.
I mean, it's in my opinion, from film, he's got generational talent, but the antics, it's not with all the antics.
Yeah,
good talent, great talent.
The nails, the phone, the dress concern me. But if we're gonna talk football, we hope that the antics and stuff don't bleed out into the meeting rooms and stuff like that. But if we go basing them off of talent, what I seen on film was good for me.
He's a Brett Favre that can move.
Absolutely great. Yeah, I said it when you said it. Then you could see that absolutely. The off scheduled stuff is incredible. Yeah, little play. You don't have the biggest hands, but we're nitpicking here. I think they had to make a decision. They made their decision.
He's Prince.
Yeah. Yeah, what JoJo said.
It can't all be this guy.
Big Ben. All right, so we got the Washington Commanders are on the clock. Does the draft get shaken up right here, right now? I'll tell you this.
Drake May?
Jaden Daniels has let it be known, his agent, he does not want to play for the Commanders, and he's not pulling an Eli Manning where I don't want to go to that city. When he visited them, he thought it was a clown show. They were clueless of what they were talking about. He didn't like the facility. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that made him think, I do not want to play here. So was it BS? Were they just getting that out there to get him out? But he made it clear he did not want to be in Washington. I don't think that stops him from drafting him. Let's see. We're going to find out shortly. This could shake up the draft right here. I don't expect it here, though. I expect the pick to be made here.
Pitt to trade the 98th pick. Oh, God.
That would be our second pick in the third round. Why would trade? Oh, we're going to get Cam Sutton back?
Cortland Sutton.
Cortland Sutton or Cam Sutton?
Cortland Sutton. Cam Sutton.
All day. I'll do that all day. That means you're getting him on a one-year deal, right? I think his deal's expired, but we take that. There's no doubt about it. That's a steal. If you're getting Cortland Sutton for your second, third round pick, now you don't. Now that takes wide receiver off the board in your
Who's
first
Vin?
two.
Who's Vin?
Vin, your brother?
I don't know. Who's
Or
Vin?
Vinny P? No, because I had rumor Cam Sutton might come back to the Steelers as well because he got in trouble with Detroit. They released him.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see.
Oh, that's Vinny.
I don't see anything that's saying I'm sure it'll pop up shortly if that is a deal or it's something that's Vin Diesel. No, that's my other son Vincent, I think. Vinny Paddock comes up green.
Yeah, no, that's Vinny.
Yeah, it's Vinny. That's my other son Vincent. The Steelers will trade a pick tonight, boys. Lock it in. Uh-oh. Another one heard from. Sorry, guys. I got a lot of sons. Got a big crew. That also means you fuck with one, you get the bonus package.
Whoa.
Is that what you say? Pause? Is that how they do it?
Yeah.
What they say in today's world? Pause? Oh, no. They say no Diddy. Is that the new one? No Diddy?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but you can't come on here. Tell them you can't come on here calling out trades and the shit's not consummated. Or it is a trade.
Joey.
What's Joey saying?
No.
I like what Joey said. The skins versus dresses. First round Mims. I
like it. I like it a lot.
Here we go. It's the Gatto Royal Rumble, Chris said. Yeah, it's going to turn it so you can imagine what it was like in the living room. No doubt.
Whoa. So what we got? Jaden Daniels here? Drake May to the Patriots?
I think you got to go with Daniels until we see something different. But I'm just saying, GM's in the know. Daniels, after visiting with Washington last week, let his agent know, I want nothing to do with that organization. And he's not that kind of kid. Like, he hated it from top to bottom. He felt like it was phony. He didn't like nothing about them. Nothing from
Jaden Daniels probably. I mean, listen,
and he's not a problem kid.
That doesn't sway an organization from drafting somebody. So I'm going to stick with mine, and I'm going to say Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I say Daniels too. I'm going to say Daniels too. Yeah, until proven different. Oh, then he's just saying crazy shit.
No,
but I wouldn't surprise me either.
That's my boy Nico.
All right, I would not be surprised with that. It would be shocking, yes, but Little Pip said that to me today. Would be shocked because of how much
I mean, I
Harbaugh
wouldn't.
loves McCarthy.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Here we go. Pick is in.
I don't know, man. I
Jaden
Jaden
Daniels, official. So
Mm.
Jaden Daniels, officially a Washington Commander. So
All right.
here's where the draft goes upside down.
So now you know if this is in a trade out, you know Drake May's going to the Patriots.
Right. So let's give it. Usually the trades are consummated before they get to this point. So let's see in the next few minutes if we see a trade. But right now, here's where we say the draft starts at pick 3. Let's see what the Patriots do. You got anything on Daniels to Washington? What they getting? Tell.
What
do you think the Commanders are getting? For those that don't know, what are the Commanders getting in Jaden Daniels?
I mean, they're definitely getting an athlete. You know what I mean? They're definitely getting a big time athlete. He's got a live arm. His mental processing is up to par. I'm not going to say it's the best in the draft, but it's definitely there. Athleticism is unique, and play speed is awesome. Play toughness is awesome. So I would say they're getting a solid NFL quarterback. You know what I mean? And that's what I got it at right now.
All right. Yeah, I like the pick. I think they can't go wrong, and I think they got a good coaching staff now. Dan Quinn leading the charge. He's playing for the right coordinator, I believe, and Cliff, the right offense. Like to play that spread offense, and he couldn't ask for a better offense. I think he starts from day one. Let's see. Vin says RG3. I think he's a better thrower than RG3 was coming out, but it's a good comparison. Because if you look at RG3's early years, he was off the charts, right? Rookie year and the second year until he blew his knee out. Am I correct? He had 2 great years or 1 great rookie season. And then he got hurt. Then it was downhill. We're going to see. Yeah. I heard it was a good comparison.
I'd say his biggest knock or the biggest question around him is he going to be able to get to week 16, 17? You know,
absolutely right.
That's my biggest knock. Like
right. They say that's where he differs from Lamar Jackson. They say he can run, but Lamar is like Barry Sanders when he runs, whereas Jaden Daniels he's fast, but he gets hit a lot. And at 210, he's very thin.
Yeah.
He's got to hold up, Yeah. You got to hope he holds up. But we're going to see. But I think it's a good start for the Commanders. Then they're headed in the right direction. Now let's see. He's already going to the team that's got some weapons. They got some good running backs.
You get Scary Terry there. You get Jahan Dotson
there.
Yeah,
he's got some weapons there. We're going to see.
You get Austin Eckler. So RPOs are going to be awesome there. So
is Robinson still there, the running back?
He's not. I don't even think he's going to be a factor there. But yeah, he's still there. Listen. You got some talent around him. Definitely. The question is he going to be able to?
Absolutely.
Like I said, I think Drake May's here. That goes without question. But we'll see. I think they're really excited about that. Remember what I said though. If Drake May went 2,
right,
the Patriots were most likely trading out there.
Yeah, being that it's taken this long, it tells me we could have a trade brewing here. Let's see.
Now the pick is in.
If you're dead set on Drake May, that card is at the podium already.
The pick is in. It says so.
Pick is in. Here we go. I would say it's Drake May or JJ McCarthy, one or the other.
Drake May.
Yeah.
And then Marvin Harrison.
Taking the pick.
Marvin Harrison goes at 4. Marvin Harrison goes 4 if they don't trade out. I got Marvin Harrison going 4. but we'll see.
Good Vinny wrote. He's an idiot.
I'm not sold on Bryce Young, Neeks.
Hold
I
on.
mean, I don't.
He needs a 30-pound bag of concrete, a 50-pound bag of concrete on his back.
Yeah.
The kid's too small.
I'm not sold on him. I don't think he's.
Either that or build a huge line around him. I don't know. It's a problem.
Listen, I said it when it happened.
Yeah.
Passing up on C.J. Stroud for Bryce Young was a big mistake.
Yeah.
So
There we go.
So I guess we'll see.
Drake May to the Patriots officially. Drake May. 3 quarterbacks in a row. Drake May to the Patriots. So, Chad, New England Patriots start their new era with the quarterback. Drake May is the pick.
Oh, I have a Josh Allen comp on.
Yeah, and I think it's a pretty good comp. I mean, if you look at it, I mean, both can run, both big, right?
Yeah.
Strong. Both came out with questionable completion percentage ratios. Now you got to coach the kid up. Coach him up. Can make all the throws.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, this pick's got to be the fourth pick's got to be
Arizona, are
Marvin
they going to
Harrison.
trade out? What do you think?
I mean, if they trade out, then it's to
Minnesota
a team.
coming up.
Yeah.
I would think, but are the Giants sitting at number 6 right now saying quarterbacks falling to us? Right now, it's going to say a lot. If Arizona doesn't make a trade, Giants have a good shot at pulling this off without moving.
I know the Giants definitely were pounding the table trying to get to 3. So maybe they're doing it now. Maybe they're doing it right now.
Yep.
Maybe they're doing it right now. See if they can slide up, get JJ
Maybe
McCarthy.
that's my other son, Vin.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Vincent, Joseph, say hello to Nick. Nick is great people. Davey's great people. Everybody in here is great people. We're all family here.
So we got as of right now they're on the board. So we'll
Antonio, who is that? Is that the baby or is it?
yeah. It's from but like I said, I got 6 quarterbacks going in the first round tonight. So we'll see, man. We're gonna see.
I'll tell you, I'll go on record now saying I think Malik Neighbors is going to have just as good or a better career than Marvin Harrison. Ooh. I know he's special. I know he's special. I know he's special.
This got to be.
You like? I know you love Harrison. They don't trade out here. This is crazy. If Arizona does not trade out here, maybe they just value Harrison too much. Right. If Neighbors is there with JJ McCarthy, what do the Giants do? So hypothetically. We're going to find out how bad the Giants want a quarterback. I think Drake May couldn't have went to a better place, as far as football town, great town, a great history, with even though Belichick's gone, a great football history is left intact, good ownership, good GM in place, new head coach, a fresh start. Going to get a lot of support there. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see how they help Drake May out there.
Mike Vick was a great lefty. Yep.
Yep. He was.
Neighbor. Okay. There's got to be Marvin Harrison, right?
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If somehow Neighbors and McCarthy fall to the Giants, who do you think they take? Neighbors or McCarthy?
Say it again. You cut out.
If Neighbors and JJ fell to the Giants at 6, who do they take?
JJ McCarthy.
All right. I believe you're right, but let's see. Imagine. I would say Arizona's on the clock. I mean, Marvin Harrison was not even a thought, right? He's the pick. So I'm guessing there's a trade here. Has to be a trade going on here. Has to be. Right? Wouldn't you think the card would have been in? For Marvin Harrison, that card would have been in. My opinion. I believe there's a trade. We have a trade, and we're going to find out shortly. It would not shock me if a trade happens right here, right now. David T, you think we got a trade in place here? All right, Kate. I love it, Kate. Keep it coming, Kate. I think the Chargers should go tackle, but I don't know. If the pick is in. The pick is in. They've made the pick. So I'm gonna say it's Harrison. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right?
Gotta be Harrison.
Imagine they go Neighbors.
No, there's absolutely no shot.
Marvin Harrison, that's the pick. So now we know Harrison's gone to Arizona. If the Chargers don't trade out, JJ McCarthy has fallen to the Giants.
Not that it's a big deal, though. I am 4 for 4. But.
Right. Now, I do believe if the Chargers sit and pick, if you follow anything about Harbaugh, he won't go receiver here. He'll go tackle. Everywhere he's gone, they run the ball before they throw it.
This has got to be.
Could have a trade there.
Yeah, but I also see Malik Neighbors here. They got rid of 2 receivers.
Yeah, they lost receivers. I just think they're going tackle regardless of what the board says they should do. No one Harbaugh. And Neighbors would be a great pick. You can't go wrong with either pick here. But Neighbors, if they go tackle, Neighbors and McCarthy fall to the Giants. Maybe Minnesota is trying to work a deal right now with.
Yeah. Well, you got to look at it like this: if they don't go,
I'm listening.
JJ McCarthy, which they're not, and they stick around and pick, the Vikings miss out on their guy. So this is either right now they're trading the pick, and they're going to accumulate both first-round picks from the Vikings.
We're going to
see.
see.
We're jumping from 23 or 11. Those spots are huge. And then that's where the Vikings.
Absolutely.
The Vikings will get JJ McCarthy and screw the Giants.
We're going to see. I'm going to go on. I believe what Vinny's saying here is I believe Joe Alt goes to the Chargers and they pass on Neighbors. We're going to find out.
I don't think they pick here. I think this is a trade out.
Yeah, I could see a trade here. I think Minnesota and other teams are working real hard to jump in front of the Giants right now.
I think this is a trade out position.
It would make sense. It would make sense.
If they do pick Joe Alt, most likely, or Ola, whoever they have, but this isn't a pick here. This is draft capital all the way.
Boy, there's a lot. Boy, the phones are. Let's see. We're gonna find out.
It's the Vikings. It's got to be the Vikings coming up.
Got to watch Denver trying to make a move up here too. There's other.
Yeah. Or what about the Giants jumping up one spot to solidify their guy? You don't know. This could be trade.
This is what makes this what this is all about, man. This is what makes this a great event, if you ask me.
Yeah, I can see that happening too, man. Wow, this is a tough one right here. I can see trade out though. I can see trade out for sure.
Yeah. I believe Minnesota with the 11th pick might be thinking maybe they're resigned to know they're in front of the Raiders already. Maybe they're thinking they don't really give a shit. They got Penix, Bo Nix, J.J. McCarthy. I'm just saying, all kind of bunched. Whoever falls to us we're going to take, I don't know. We're going to find out shortly. But 2 trade out spots and no trade. I'm surprised. Yeah, Davey, I think McCarthy might fall to the Giants, especially if the Chargers don't make a trade here. If a trade is consummated here, it's somebody that jumped up in front of the Giants to take McCarthy. And then the Giants probably.
See, I don't agree. I don't agree with that at all.
No?
JJ
What do you
McCarthy,
think?
No. This comment, JJ McCarthy is Zach Wilson 2.0. I'll give you 2 reasons why he's not. Right?
What did he say?
No, my boy Neeks.
Answer that. Answer it.
So the reason why I say absolutely not is Zach Wilson can't tell the difference between a zone defense and a man defense, right? And he's an NFL pro, and that's the reason why he's where he's at. His mental processing is horrific. JJ McCarthy's mental processing is the best in this year's draft. That's 1. 2, JJ McCarthy is a solidified champion at Michigan. And yes, the defense was good. The run game was great. But JJ McCarthy, when it was time to step up and make throws, he made every single one of those throws. He led his team, and he mentally processed every single look that Bama gave him and everyone else gave him.
Chargers must be on the phone. There's about 3.5 minutes left on the clock.
Might take a few years for like the Jordan Love effect, but JJ McCarthy will be fine.
This is what it's all about, man.
Well, the fact that it went on this long, now you got to say to yourself, they're probably not trading.
I would say they're trying to work a deal here, but it could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that it took this long,
Yeah, they're listening. They're trying to fleece somebody.
Yeah, but they fleeced themselves, because at 3 minutes, history shows that it doesn't really pan out.
Yeah, and Vinny's right. Joe Walt's got great bloodlines. His father was a great player. I mean,
without a doubt, John Walt.
6'9", this kid's got it all.
I think this is a left tackle pick here. It's taking too long. Number 1 and number 2, the Giants' patience.
And what do you move? You move Slater to the right side and play Alt at left, or vice versa. It don't really matter.
Either way, you got 2 dogs.
Yeah, you got 2 good tackles. Definitely. Here we go.
I think the Giants just got JJ McCarthy here. Unless this is just a total shocker and they take JJ McCarthy here and trade Justin Herbert to the Vikings. Wow.
Here we go. We can hear crickets as we wait on the pick. Do the Chargers trade out, or do they sit and pick?
2 minutes. How much time on your clock?
Clock is almost up.
How much time is on your clock?
I got it under 2 minutes. The clock is, they're almost at it. They're under 2 minutes with time.
Yeah, I'm at 1:44 right now. Still doesn't say pick is in. They didn't trade. This isn't a trade. This is a pick. This is a pick. They're really
Right, unless they got a last-minute phone call.
Nah, this is
Giant fans right now are sweating because they know if there's no trade here, McCarthy falls to them. What's going to make the pick is in. The pick is in. I'm going to say Joe Walt. Tonio, Neighbors.
I mean, I think it's a hard look at Neighbors.
It's a tough spot. I'm going to say Jim Harbaugh says Joe Walt. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm saying Joe Walt.
Only because of history. I could be wrong, but I'm saying the tackle.
Yeah.
And they need a receiver, but I think you can get one.
No, I'm saying Joe Walt here. I thought they were going to trade out. Wow.
Yeah, I thought they would trade out too.
The Giants' patience really paid off, man. Holy shit.
Pick is in, and here we go. And then the Giant fans.
Roman Wilson
at 5. That's great. Imagine, you never know.
Yeah,
Matt sweating.
Wow. Mm. That's yeah, Joe Walt. Huh? It's gotta be Joe Walt. Yeah, I don't see them going Neighbors. Nah.
There it is.
Who is
And
it?
the pick is Joe Walt. Joe Walt is the pick. Left tackle, Joe Walt, who will play right tackle for the first season. But that'll work itself out. Joe Walt is the pick.
Yeah.
6'9", almost 6'9", 320, that can move like a little man.
Mm. Wow.
Rashawn Slater on the left, Joe Walt on the right. Woo! Now here we go. Oh, Eli. Eli, what's up, my bud? How are you, E? Here we go. Jarzinho Rosenstriker's here to knock out Joe Douglas. Tonio, this is one of Junior's best friends, Johnny Boy, JoJo's brother-in-law. He's a big Jet fan, so I torture him every chance we get. Joe Douglas. That's why he's wrecking Joe Douglas already.
Joe Walt, baby.
Wow, Neighbors and JJ fall to the Giants. All right, who's going to make the pick for the Giants? Here we go. All we heard from all Giant fans, they want a quarterback.
This has got to be JJ McCarthy. I mean, I can definitely see Malik Neighbors here, and they get their guy from LSU. They have LSU bloodline, but if I'm the Giants, I'm screaming if they take Malik Neighbors. This has got to be fucking JJ.
Imagine McCarthy doesn't go here. All the Giant fans, I heard quarterback. They might flip a table if they don't take McCarthy here. I'm good, coach. All right, good. Here you go. At number 10, you're going to get to throw something. Here we go. Yes, Slater's left tackle, but all can play both sides. It could be the Mauler at 6'9", 320. Got good feet. Eventually maybe they'll switch. Maybe they won't. They're set on both tackles. We know Harbaugh. He loves to pound the rock. Here comes Neighbors to the Giants. I don't think so. I think it's McCarthy. And they sat there and were patient. I think they were happy. Whoever came their way, they were going to take. We're going to see. We'll know right away. Because I believe the GM and the coach, Daboll, wanted the quarterback. Ownership was supporting Jones. Jones is in the last year of his deal. We're going to see right now.
This kid Joe Walt is just an absolute.
I want to know right now, is it JJ McCarthy or is it Neighbors?
Oh, I think it's JJ McCarthy. I'm not going to say Neighbors here. I'm going JJ.
Sal saying quarterback, please.
Yeah. But they just drafted Jalen Hyde in the first round. They drafted Wan'Dale Robinson in the second. I don't think they're going to just dump another first-round pick into a receiver.
I think the draft, as you know, I think the wide receiver class is so deep.
Yeah, this is
they can get a receiver.
Absolutely not. I mean, it's a sexier pick if you go Neighbors.
Yeah, but Jones is in the last year. Next year, so he's only got one more year in his deal. If you're sold on JJ McCarthy, if that's your guy, now's the time to take him.
I'm
not
taking
next
JJ.
year.
I'm taking
That's all
JJ
I'm saying.
McCarthy here. I think a lot of NFL execs are taking JJ McCarthy here.
We're gonna see. Because I'll tell you one thing: nobody expected Neighbors to be past 6.
But I wouldn't listen. I'm not surprised if it's Malik Neighbors at all, whatsoever.
Yeah, I agree.
Like whatsoever. I personally am not going to change my pick.
I'm not either. I'm saying JJ McCarthy.
I had them taking JJ. If he fell, he fell. I have them taking him, but I'm not surprised if Malik Neighbors. It's JJ McCarthy, Malik Neighbors. Clear cut. I agree. Nobody else.
Full agreement. I think the Giants go JJ here.
Yeah. And I'll tell you one thing. If if it's not,
The pick is in already.
yeah,
The pick is in.
yeah, that's usually signs of a skill position
Yeah,
player.
I think they ran up to the board
Yeah.
with JJ McCarthy. I think they ran to the podium with it.
Oh, I think that's usually
Did
that's
they
you.
trade back? Uncle Sal throw himself out a window.
Nah, I think this is oh man, that was too fast.
The pick is in.
It could be Malik Neighbors. What was I saying? Oh, JJ McCarthy smiling here. But like I said,
Here we go. Malik Neighbors, wide receiver. Giants, they have passed on JJ McCarthy. Uncle Sal, don't jump out the window. Wow. To me, I love Neighbors. You know, I had him as, I like him as much as Harrison. But I thought for sure McCarthy's the pick there for them.
Me too. Wow.
Wow.
Vikings are gonna get their
Daniel
guy.
Jones is their guy. That's what they've just told the world.
Yep.
He is our guy.
Yep. That's exactly
Woo!
what happened. Wow.
Wow. Talk about wow. JJ McCarthy now could fall to the Vikings without moving.
He's going to, unless
Trade,
Raiders.
right. Bobby, we talked. I know you said we wanted that quarterback. I know we love Neighbors. Talented, no doubt. Giants have not seen talent like this since Odell in his early years. He might not be as polished route runner. I think he's just more explosive. I won't even get into what I think they're getting in Neighbors. He's phenomenal. But we talked about Jones, quarterback. If McCarthy's there, are you shocked they did not take McCarthy? That's all I want to know. I'm shocked.
Again,
yeah, Chris, I agree.
I'm not shocked.
I am. I thought they would take McCarthy for sure. Only because there was so much smoke. Jones, fumble, neck history, injury. He's got a bad neck. He always fumbles. Every year. He just fumble after fumble after fumble. Daniel Jones.
But you know what? They got a great.
Yeah.
They got a great receiver. Probably gonna turn out.
Yeah. It's the first time they got an explosive receiver. They got a big time receiver, no doubt about it.
I like that for the Giants, though. I do. I don't think it's a bad pick at all.
All right, we got Jet talk coming up here. Should the Jets try to make a deal and get into the 9th slot and take your boy Aduns?
Wow, Tennessee here. Is this Ola?
Yeah, Bobby said he's stunned right now.
I don't know, man.
I am too, Bobby. I'll be honest with you. But Chris Corky. Every year it's somebody. I'm not going to say, look, it's hard to say you shit the bed when you get a Malik Neighbors, no doubt.
Yeah, I don't think
great player. Great player. I'm just shocked. You had your chance. Are they going to look back 3 years from now and say, it's great to have a great receiver, but what if you don't have somebody to throw him the ball? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, 2 neck injuries, an ACL. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Wow. I don't get it. I know. Yeah, we know who Neighbors is. We know that. But we're talking about a quarterback here that's had neck problems, surgeries, ACL. How many more injuries do you need? And you've got a stud sitting there and 2 more behind him.
Well,
I'm shocked from that point of view. I mean, we see this every year, like somebody shit the bed. So you can't shit the bed on Malik Neighbors, but you can with the quarterback.
No, Vin, I like that. I like that a lot. I like Latham here.
Yeah, I think Tennessee goes with a lineman. We'll see.
I like Latham. I like JC Latham, Vin. I think I like Latham. I was gonna say left side, but I like Latham.
Yeah, to me, he's a pure right tackle. We'll see.
I'll agree with that. Yeah, I was Latham Ola, but I'm leaning towards Latham here. We'll see. I mean, they still got 4 minutes on the clock, but I definitely do like Latham here. But they brought him in for a top 30 visit. Then they took him out to dinner, so they like him.
They're saying that this is Daniel Jones' prove-it year. He's getting another prove-it year.
I don't
Now
think
he's
they
finally
have to. I don't think they have to go Latham, but
another prove-it year. How many more prove-it years you want to give him? Davey T, what do you think, Davey T? I agree with you. I think they're going to look back at this and say, why didn't we take a quarterback? And I like Neighbors. I love Neighbors. I love him. Here we go.
pick is in. Vin, I don't think
J.C. Latham. J.C. Latham to the Titans. J.C. Latham to the Titans.
Oh, he went. Damn. I'm so behind.
So go to BR Bleacher Report. Right off your phone, Bleacher Report. Quicker.
It's crazy.
Yep, Latham went right now. He went to Tennessee, Bobby. Good call. Yep. I know, Gork, how you feel about Turner. I think he could go. I think this is a trade-out spot, but I thought there was 2 other trade-out spots that haven't made trades. So
I mean, no, it's not
right,
a trade-out
so
spot.
far, everybody's letting everything just fall right to them.
No, it's not a trade-out spot because Atlanta, who's jumping in front unless it's Denver or the Raiders.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. If somebody's fighting over that Penix or somebody like that.
But wow.
If you're the Giants, I'm just saying this hypothetically.
Yeah, they can jump up.
Yeah, can you jump back? Maybe right now here, but
well, with the way
and get your quarterback. So let's not count them out, right?
If we go back to our second mock draft, it fell exactly like this.
Like this, and we can go back to it some night. We can go back to it.
Remember the no trade? This is exactly how it fell. Not I've ever. Yeah, you could say that prospect wise. Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, I think it's one of the tops in a long time. Definitely.
Yeah, you could say that.
My opinion, Tosbin. Yep.
I think it's also the top receiver class in a while since 2014.
Yeah, very deep draft period. Even for the ones that say it's a bad safety class, you know what? It might be a bad safety class, because you're looking at the front. But I think it's a deep safety class. I saw safeties I would love in the 5th round, 6th round. That end up with starters, being starters.
Wow.
So we'll see. Yeah, maybe the Giants jump back in. It's not their MO, but
yeah, JJ to the Vikings. If no one jumps up, Nico. If no one jumps up here, JJ to the Vikings, 100%.
Yeah, I just think Penix and Bo Nix are going to go. I got to say, I'm a little stunned that McCarthy is not gone off the board yet. Only with all the smoke and all that was talked about. I still don't think he gets past 12. We'll see. 11, rather. There's no way he gets past 12.
I'm not gonna lie here, man.
I'm shocked.
The Giants could easily wait till about 15, 16 to see if Bo Nix goes. If Bo Nix doesn't go, they can jump up.
Yeah, and they might. Maybe that's what they're thinking.
I do like Dallas Turner here, but it's.
I must have mocked Turner to Atlanta a lot. So let's see if I'm right. But this wouldn't shock me if they go with a plugger here either.
No. Yeah, they're saying the coach, Bill Callahan.
What about the kid Murphy here? Too early for a plugger?
No, Byron Murphy. This is about where he goes, 9 to 14.
And I think Raheem Morris, knowing that he had Aaron Donald, he knows, right? You win up front. You like that plugger. I can see a Brian Murphy here. We'll see. And then the top edge rusher falls to Chicago. Love him. Love Catan. Love him. I forgot the Dunes are still out there. Yeah. Wow.
Wow, man, I'm still on.
Well,
This
I
gotta
got to
be
tell you
late.
guys, we're 2 hours in and we're having a good time here, and this is what this is all about. Nothing like the draft, you ask me. Nothing like it. Thanks for sharing it with us. We're having a good time here. Tonio, thanks for spending time on the desk with me here. Everybody in the chat.
Yeah, man. JT Latham
This
is
is a
pick.
big pick here. I think the kid Brian Murphy could be a sleeper. Not that he's a sleeper. He could be a sleeper pick. And I think Dallas Turner would be the conventional choice here. But let's see.
Jared Verse could be the
Yeah,
pick.
one of those edge guys. Yeah, it's probably what's expected. I don't think anybody's expecting the stuffer, the nose tackle. But this kid's a special nose tackle, boy. Yeah.
Oh, Ricky Purcell. Ricky Purcell.
Who?
Nico asked me, what do I think about Slick Rick? The only person I can think of is Ricky Purcell, who I love.
Yeah, a lot of people have been hearing a lot about Purcell the last few days. A lot of heat with him.
I love him. So Atlanta, they've been on the clock for a while now.
Long time, yeah. I said this is a trade out spot, but I don't know. People are probably, could be frightened to get up here.
Who's their quarterback? Kirk Cousins?
Cousins, right? So they don't need offensive weapons, right?
What'd they give him?
4 years at another $100 million. The guy just makes money.
They gave him 4 years?
Here we go.
Yeah, man. What'd they give
The pick is in? Pick is in?
Yeah, they ran that up. Oh,
Falcons take quarterback Michael Penix out of Washington. Curve ball. Wow. A sniper pick. They just signed Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix to the Falcons with the 8th pick.
Whoa.
What the? That just turns it upside down. That's just wow. Wow.
Yeah, that one don't make sense.
Why did you just give Kirk Cousins $108 million? What the are they doing? He's 26. He's 25. He's going to sit for 2 years, maybe a year or two, and then they cut Cousins and eat all that cap space. I mean, they guaranteed $100 million of his money. I'm shocked. Everybody's shocked. This is. You want to talk about a shock?
Yeah, no, I didn't see this one coming. This is crazy.
What the? Wow! Look at Bobby! Oh wow! I love it! Oh wow! I don't want to say it. You know what I want to say, and it's not about Penix. This is called. We don't know what we're doing. Just like we didn't know we had the best coach of all time, and we let him go, and Bill Belichick, because we listened to a vice president who doesn't know shit.
So if you didn't know what you were doing, why didn't you just draft Roman Dunson?
I don't get it. You know you were in the 8th spot. You were in love with Penix. Why did you sign Cousins? Why? 180 million, 180, a crazy number they gave him. I get it. You need another quarterback. But there's that old saying, if you got more than one quarterback, you don't have one. Think about that. That's the old Bill Parcells theory. If
Yeah,
you
this
got
is
more than one, you don't have any.
wow.
He said, "What?" Chris Gorky. Now, one person saw this coming. They must have fell in love with Penix. Yeah, the day they fell in love with Penix, they should have cut Cousins.
They gave 180
Yeah,
million over
180
4
million,
years.
and like 100 was guaranteed. So they got to eat that money if this kid's going to play anytime soon. I'm sure Cousins didn't go there to be a backup.
No, this has got to be trade bait.
Impossible, but this isn't like the NBA where you have sign and trades.
No, I'm talking about Cousins trade.
Cousins, maybe. I can't figure. Look, hey, what before I don't know. This just helped. Yeah, I agree, Ben. Wow, the wide receiver room just fell a little further down. JJ McCarthy fell. Minnesota is right now doing the Tarantella. And all the teams that want tackles and linemen, they're clapping. The edge rushers, the teams that wanted edge rushers, can't believe they didn't take an edge rusher. I thought Murphy was going here. The Seahawks are jumping up and down right now at 16 because they thought for sure an edge or Murphy's off the board here. I got to say it. It's not an indictment on Penix at all. At all. This is what I talked about 3 weeks ago. Team building. What are we doing? How are we building teams? That's what's lost in the game. Certain teams just don't know how to build a team.
That just goes to show you that Penix had no idea he was going top 10.
Well, no,
he's not even
no
at the draft. He didn't even think he was going to the first round. He's not even at the draft.
You hear what Gorky said? Look, he's wearing 3D glasses from McDonald's.
Hey, Gorky.
I'm shocked. At least the Giants got Malik Neighbors. You know what I mean? They got a star. Not that Penix is not a star. He's got to prove that at that level. What I'm saying is, why did you sign Kirk Cousins? Why? 180 million, 108 guaranteed. You're stuck with him for 3 years, unless barring injury or something crazy. You can't cut him. You know what kind of salary cap hit you take?
And Michael Penix is not a young guy.
No, he's 25. Coming off of major surgeries. Look, I won't even go down that road. I've said all I've had to say on Penix. The eighth pick to a team that has a quarterback.
I think this is Roma Dunze here.
Who's at 9 now?
Roma Dunze.
To Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, or unless they go edge. Yeah, I would say it's a Dunze. Yeah, I think you got to go. Dunze. Yeah, I would say, yeah.
Got to go with Dunze here.
I say a Dunze is the pick, but it would not shock me if they went edge. I mean, here's another team that's traded every defensive player they've ever had.
Yeah, Neeks, I got Roma Dunze here.
Davey, who do you want here, Davey? You want the receiver or a defensive player?
Yeah, but no.
They got Kyle Pitts on. He's talking. Wow. Kyle Pitts is saying, wow.
I think this is Roma Dunze.
Yeah.
Oh, we got there. DJ Moore. They just got somebody else who I can't think of.
Gabriel Davis, right? No,
Gabriel Davis with the Jaguars.
Keenan Allen?
Keenan Allen's there. But Keenan Allen's going to be more of
does Brock Bowers go here?
Intermediate. No, this is Roma Dunze.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I believe so. I had him mocked here, so
I got to tell you, I'm still in shock. Chicago. Roma Dunze. You got it. Rome Odunze to the Chicago Bears. The pick is in. Rome Odunze. You
How
got
are
your
you-
receiver, Davey.
How are you getting it? I'm still pick is in.
Go to your phone, Bleacher Report. Go to Bleacher Report on your cell, and they got a live. That's what I got in my earpiece. So it's
Oh.
giving it to you. So the Bears get Caleb Williams, and Roman Dunzy at 1 and 9. Thank you to the Atlanta Falcons. Thank you to whoever else, and the Chargers staying true to what they believe in. And I got to tell you, I don't mind what the Chargers did. I don't mind what anybody did.
I got an update on my phone. Minnesota's trading with the Jets.
They jumping him. Why the Jets? Why would they do that? The Jets ain't going to take JJ. Oh, they think maybe they would for the future.
Yep.
I got to tell you, that wouldn't have been a bad thought. But the Jets know they're smart. They get an extra pick here. They could probably fleece them with one spot, right? And probably get an extra second or a third, whatever they want from them. Bears get McCarthy.
Yeah, the Jets are going to trade.
And the
this
Jets
pick.
still get whoever they want. The tackle Fashano falls to the Jets. Bowers falls to the Jets. Whoever they want.
Yeah,
Fashano falls to the Jets at 12. Who would have thought that? Or Bowers. Whoever they want.
I had Bowers mocked to the Jets too, but I just don't think tight ends are that valued right now.
The Jets are all in. The bottom line, they don't win the Super Bowl. They're going to clean house again. Another team that has no idea. I've been fighting with too many Jet fans, so I'm tired of arguing with them.
The Jets get.
What they get? Explain the trade.
The Jets get 11, 129, and 157 for 10.
They got 2 4th-rounders.
Yeah.
129 is probably late third, and the 140s is in the 4th.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in love with that for the Jets. That makes no sense.
To move one slot.
I don't know. You already know who's going here, JJ McCarthy. So this
I'll
has got
tell you,
to
11 teams not 11, but a bunch of teams passed on JJ, meaning the Giants and Atlanta. You can put Atlanta in there now because they took Penix. Let's see if they regret it. Let's see.
Oh man.
Roman Dunze is going to help the Bears, boy. Woo!
Yeah.
Davey T, you guys so far, Davey T, I hope you had a good first night, buddy. You got your quarterback of the future, I believe, as long as he doesn't wear a dress to the meeting. And he can do it all. And you got a receiver that can run every route and great hands. You had a complete offensive first night, that's for sure. Here comes J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, this is JJ McCarthy written all
Imagine Bo Penix. What would you do?
Bo Penix.
Bo Nix. What would you do?
We've
seen crazy as shit.
I'd go fucking crazy.
Michael Penix. I can't get that out of my
Yeah, that was.
Look at your face. We were like, what the? I didn't think I heard that right. Michael Penix. I'm like, what? Yeah, Matt, really, we got somebody should buy. I don't have time to do it on a community page. Who thought the Falcons would take? Here we go. If I'm the Vikings, I would have definitely called bluff on. I would have dared the Jets to take J.J. McCarthy. No way they were taking him. They're not smart enough. They're not smart enough to do that. They've proven that over the history, especially in the Douglas era. J.J. McCarthy officially to the Vikings. J.J. McCarthy is the new quarterback, or until Sam Donald says he's ready.
Wow, man.
Now, what do the Jets do? Watch. Imagine they don't take Fasciano all hours. What would they? What are they?
Can I say something though?
What?
None of the corners went yet.
I know. This is just they keep falling. Matt has a great trivia question. Yeah, I understand that. Matt says, "What's the most White Castles you ate in one drunken sitting?" I think I did 16. So, what's the most you ever did?
I don't eat that.
Even years ago, you never ate them? Vinny. Oh, Vinny's in the house. Vin, how many White Castle have you put down in your worst drunken stupor? I think I did 15.
One second.
Oh, Vinny said, Matty, my boy Vincent said he ate a whole crave case. And if he said it, believe me, he ate it. He ate the whole thing, the whole suitcase. Davey T, how much damage have you done to a White Castle? What's the most? That's the poll question of the night. After the Falcons did what they just did. Oh my God, I can't get over that. Gork, I can't get over that. I'm still stunned. 27. I'll tell you, Matty, I don't even think it matters with size. I would think that, but I know some skinny dudes. And Vinny's not like a 280 pounder. I know some guys that just can bury food, man. They can bury food. They can bury it. White Castle, man. Yeah, I think the best I ever did was 15. And then it was like thickening after that. I could do 8 normally, 8. I haven't had it in a long time. Yeah, I think Bo Nix to the Broncos. Is it bad? I got hammered, came home. Yeah, that's bad, Chris. What's the most you ever did, Chris? How many? You look like somebody that could put away a lot. 2 cases. How many, Chris?
Is it bad I got hammered, came home, and blew chunks one night? What?
Oh, White Castle. Vinny said he ate a crave case, the whole case. Oh, there's no White Castle up there? Yeah, Davey. I like it. You had a good draft, buddy. The trivia question, Davey T, of the night is, what's the most White Castle? Did they even have them up in Boston? What's the most White Castle you ever put away, Davey? My son Vincent said he put away a case, the crave case.
Yeah, Nico. I think the Broncos do go Knicks.
Yeah, I think Knicks falls to Sean Payton, but the way this draft has gone, I don't know what the hell is going on after the Michael Penix pick. I really don't. I'm still over that. I really am. What do you think the people in Atlanta did? You think they were like? You think they were happy, excited? What do you think they did?
What?
When in Atlanta, when they said, and with the 8th pick, the Falcons select quarterback.
They booed him.
What? They did?
Yeah, they were like,
what the fuck? Raheem Morris. Oh my God. They're just proven. They have a history of that whole board of directors there. Rich McKay, the vice president.
What TV?
The GM in place there. They just don't know what they're doing. Paul Raheem Morris is now part of this circus there. Good for the Jets not taking. Yeah, it's true. This just, he's right. Think about it. He's right. Think about it. This is just a case of the Jets again not thinking about the future. Because they had him, when you think about it, he's right in their laps.
Yeah, that's got to be JJ McCarthy if I'm the Jets. I'm not
Yeah,
taking
why
it.
do you not even consider taking your future? Rodgers has told you I'm only playing for a year, 2 tops. And 1 year has already been blown to an ACL. How much more do you think he's got? I mean, we don't know what you're going to truly, you don't know what you're going to get from him this year. You don't. I don't care how loaded they are.
Has that ever happened? The top 10 picks, not one defensive player?
It's the first time in a long time that I remember. I'll tell you that. I don't. We'd have to go back and really look at it, but Corky, Arthur Blank just called him. Corky got a call from Arthur Blank.
JJ McCarthy just looks like a kid.
This guy Matt is not just talking about White Castle.
Imagine the Jets go Terrion Arnold here or Dallas Turner, edge rusher. Oh,
they did that last year with that guy McDonald that never saw the field.
I mean, listen, I can't tell you if the Jets are smart or not, but this has got to be, in my opinion, it's got to be left tackle. Like,
absolutely, Fashanu was right there.
Fashanu fell
he
into
was
there.
Not supposed to be there. But I guarantee you, they go Brock Bowers.
The only thing that I can justify,
Xavier Worthy, here it comes.
Only thing I can justify Olo Fashanu is Dallas Turner. Give him an edge because they lost Bryce Huff, but it's got to be Olo.
You got to go Fashanu here, dude. Or even if you want to go Fashanu. Look, Tyron Smith is always hurt. Morgan Moses, these guys are injured often. You have to go lineman here. You can't have what happened last year happen this year. An injury, your season's over. You can't let that happen again. It's already happened by not taking McCarthy, because that would have been your insurance if God forbid something happens with Rodgers. But maybe they think Tyrod Taylor's that, Now, don't get me started, please. Tyrod could win a few games, no doubt. He's not.
Nico, who do you want here? Who do you want here, Neeks?
It's got to be Fashanu. Has to be.
I would take Fashanu.
Olo Fashanu to the Jets. They went. Brock Bowers slips. Fashanu to the Jets. Smart pick. It's about time. But they probably should have. They made the right pick. They went tackle here.
So I'm delayed. I got to be delayed because the Jets pick is not even in.
Yeah. And you on Bleacher Report?
No, I'm just live streaming the draft.
Yeah, no, I'm on Bleacher. I'm right off the phone. Yeah, Jets take Olo Fashanu, left tackle, Penn State. Fashanu to the Jets. Oh, God. I know, Chris. Oh, my God. Yeah, absolutely. Fashanu is the pick.
I'm just curious. What is everybody's screen saying right now? Like that's watching the draft. Like where are they? Does it say Jets pick is in?
Again, I'm only going off of this Bleacher Report thing. It's right off my cell phone.
Yeah.
There's no way the Jets thought he was going to be there at 12. That's for sure.
All right. So I'm delayed. It's all right.
So we got pick 13. Who's up at 13?
You got Denver here, right?
Something tells me
yeah, we're all behind.
All right, so you don't want me to announce them? I'll hold back.
Yeah, hold back.
All right, I'll hold back. You got it. 13. What do you think, Denver? Do they go quarterback or cornerback here? You only got Bo. You got, oh, JJ McCarthy's still on the board, right? Oh no, he's gone. So you only got Bo Nix left.
Yeah, but they might pair
Sertan and another corner, Quinyon Mitchell, Arnold, one of them guys. Yeah, I can see that. How about an edge? We still haven't had an edge come off.
Wow.
Just curious. Wow. Look at Vinny. Yeah, we knew he wasn't falling, but that's all right.
Yeah, that's your tackle of the future. Wow. Wow, man. That's a good look for them.
Oh, the Jets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I tell you, I like Caden Wallace. I think he's a sleeper. We just talked about Penn State lineman and Noza, the center.
Okay.
Penn State.
You did that?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm guessing Latu or Versenal for the Vikings. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Nix and Zach Wilson might battle for that spot. Yeah, I could see Bo Nix here. I don't know why. I could see Bo Nix here. I could also see, like Vinny's saying, an edge or a corner. It wouldn't shock me either way here. But so far, all the smoke has been just that smoke. Everybody we heard that loved JJ, it was truly one team, Minnesota.
I'm staying with what we mocked last week. I'm staying Bo Nix. They love him.
Yeah. I believe it. I believe he does love Bo Nix. I believe that. We'll see.
So, I mean, that's what we had last week. So we had JJ falling. We had Bo falling. So I'm going to say Bo Nix here. But again, like I said, if it's a corner, Terrion Arnold or Kool-Aid pairing the Bama boys together, I wouldn't be surprised. But I do like Bo Nix here for them. They loved him. They took him in for 3 visits. So let's see what happens.
Hey, Watcher, what's up, my brother? We're having some fun here, baby. We got Antonio. We got the whole Gatto family in here. We got my son Vin, little Pip. We got Nick. We got the whole crew. Bobby, Gorky. We got the whole crew in here. We're having some laughs. We still can't believe the Falcons took a quarterback.
Why wouldn't you go Bo Nix at 12? Falcons just went Michael Penix at 9. 8.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I'm still shocked over that. I still am shocked. I think they go Bo Nix, but it's nothing I know. I'm going to hold back if I hear it. I'll let you guys announce this. I have no clue. The Gatto crew is in the house. All we need is my daughter. We'll have everybody and my grandson and my granddaughter. I know the pick. I'm not saying it. See if you can tell by my face. Antonio.
I don't know what that means.
That's exactly right. Nah, Sean Payton never shits the bed. That's the hint.
So then it's Bo Nix.
I didn't say that.
I just know what Sean Payton liked.
He never shits the bed.
Baywatcher, what up?
Tell me when you got the pick.
I don't have the pick.
All right, I'm not saying it. I know it.
I'm the last one with the pick. I'm like double streaming right now, so I don't have good connection.
I love the pick. That's all I'll say.
It's crazy, man. I cannot believe.
You hear what Chris Gorky said? Look. No, I didn't. Yeah, they didn't prick my finger. They pricked my. All right, forget it. Pause. He said I swore an earth to a murder to the draft guys. I wouldn't say it. Yeah, tell the rest of the fucking rats that. Here we go. Baywatcher, what's happening, brother? We're having some fun here. Little Pip says this, Toe. Look, Sean Payton wants everything but defense.
Oh, yeah.
I did that.
That's a-
I can't believe you guys are still waiting for the pick.
Yeah, I'm at commercial right now. I'm looking at chicken fingers.
I think there's only one thing to do at a time like this. Announce
No.
the pick. No. You're gonna announce it. You got it, Bo. You've been here long enough. You get to announce it. It ain't right.
No, I just want to. I don't want to know it that way.
I'm still thinking about the Atlanta crowd when they introduced Michael Penix as the pick. That's like when Craigie flew off the couch when the Seahawks said they selected Jermaine Irfetti, lineman.
I can't believe Brandon Ayuk is still not moved.
Yeah, it's early. Baywatcher, we're having a lot of fun here, man. I'm glad to see you popped in, brother. Oh, I never knew the whole crew was going to get together tonight. Bobby, Davey T, Gork, thank you for all coming in, man. We're having a good time.
How many?
Nick.
How many do we have in the room?
We got 10, 11 the whole night, but we're having fun. Who knows who's watching from the weeds? Chad McDonough's not with us, I don't think, anymore. I think the old slip of the phone revealed the identity. That's why it doesn't pay to have more than one account. He fucking nuts. Oh! Atlanta's going to trade for Ayuk, play him at quarterbacks to get Michael Penix ready.
I got it. I got Bleacher Report just tweeted it. They drafted Bo Nix.
Yep. So the Denver Broncos take who?
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix to the Broncos. Who's on the board now?
The Las Vegas Raiders.
So Penix is gone. Nix is gone. They got to go tackle here, right? Or corner.
You got to go corner.
They love Penix. The Falcons screwed them royally.
What about Michael Pratt? Imagine that.
I did guarantee 6 quarterbacks would go in the first round, right? Check.
Yeah.
Check. We guaranteed that. Check it.
Bo Nix.
Now, this tells you Sean Payton was convicted on Bo Nix, and he took him that at 13. He knows quarterbacks. He's the quarterback guy. For him to take him there, I got to believe he sees something and likes what he sees.
Wow.
We're going to see. If I'm the Raiders, I'm thinking about trading back here. I don't know. I got a lot of holes. I'm thinking about trading back, but who knows? This draft has not played out to what we thought so far. That's for sure.
Wow.
So far, the heart attack of the draft is, and with the 8th pick, the Atlanta Falcons select Michael Penix, quarterback.
Oh, his father. I didn't know his father was a quarterback for Auburn.
Who, Penix?
No, Bo Nix.
Really? What years?
Patrick Nix, 92 to 94.
I must have had a stroke. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember. Gorky's in the house, baby. He knows.
Who's Vegas take? Fucking Brock Bowers here? Throw another curveball?
Yeah, Bowers keeps falling. I mean, but they got the Raiders have the kid from Notre Dame last year, right? What's his name?
Michael Mayer.
Michael Mayer, right? So they don't need a tight end. They need a tackle or a corner. They definitely need a corner. I definitely see a tackle here. No question about it. Fuaga.
This has got to be
one of them guys.
Corner or edge.
So who we got off the board? Fashanu, Latham, and All. They're off the board. Taxi, what's up, kid? Having a good time here with the NFL draft, laughing our balls off. Hope you're well, my friend. Got the whole Gatto clan in the house.
That's funny, man. You don't know with this year's draft. This might be a fucking.
We got the whole Gatto crew in the house. Billy,
Even though Brock Bowers
we got
here would be
Antonio
dope.
on the stage. We got Vinny in the house. We got Lil Pip here. We got the whole Gatto clan. The only one's not here is my daughter. Tonio, I'm not going to say it. I'll let you announce it, but I'll just give you a hint. Curveball. This could be this.
Brock Bowers.
This could be another Atlanta Falcon. No, yeah, just curveball. I'll just say curveball. Did you get the pick yet?
No.
All right, curveball. It might be a good pick, but it's a curveball.
But you said another Atlanta Falcons, and they got Michael Mayer, so. I mean, if it is Brock Bowers, it's not as bad because he shouldn't have fouled.
No, I'm not saying nothing. I'll let you, when you get the pick, you'll call it.
Whoa. The pick is in, it says. So. Brock Bowers here would be nuts. Completely a position of no need, but best available, I guess. And if it is Brock Bowers, that means we haven't had a defensive player drafted until pick 14, and then New Orleans can go tackle or center.
There it is. Brock Bowers to the Raiders. So they'll be in a lot of 12 personnel. You'll see a lot of 2 tights.
I can see the Saints. I can see the Saints trading out here.
Yeah, I mean, the glaring need a tackle. That's what I'm saying. You got a glaring need a tackle, corner, and you take a tight end. I get it. But maybe you go tight end second, third. You get that. You want to play 12 personnel? Go get your tackle.
Wow.
What do I know? Team building. We talk about it all the time. Bobby, I like Brock Bowers. I just don't like him as my second tight end. He's going to play some halfback. He's going to play a lot of different things. Yeah, definitely, Nick. Horton heard a whoop because we caught him using the double identity. He got caught out there using the flip phone and the other phone and forgot that he didn't know what to say. He got stuck on stupid. Oh, I got my cell phone. Horton heard a whoop. Wow, so let's get back to Brock Bowers. Good player. All right, so you're going to be in 12 personnel a lot. That's great. What about your right tackle? What about a cornerback? Yeah. I guess they went with value. They went with value over, but thank you, because you just dropped the tackles down a little bit more. If that's where we're going, and the corners. You just drop both those positions down. Right on.
100%.
Oh, here we go. Lil Pip's got another wise-ass remark. Here it comes. Heard the Falcons are hoping Mike Webster falls to the second round.
So true. Like,
what a wise-ass. You know what? It's not right. The Falcons are going to be the subject of jokes now. The poor Falcons. I mean, what if Penix turns out to be great?
This has got to be a left tackle, right tackle here.
Who's up?
Saints. Unless they trade out. I can see them trading out, but
hey, Stack, stick around. You'll have some laughs, buddy. Bay Watson, what's going on, Bay?
I know
the
Steelers.
Nick, Horton heard a who?
I know the Steelers are happy. There's a lot of talent on the board right now at 20.
I got to tell you, it comes out wrong. I still think the Raiders, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are we doing, man? I get Brock Bowers is talented, but that's why you drafted Michael Myers. That's why the kid is talented. I get it. Double tight. I understand playing double tights. I get it. I understand playing triple tight. I get it. You got other holes. You've got other holes that got to get filled with that 13th pick, not a fucking tight end. And boy, if I'm a Raider fan, I'm flipping a table. I don't give how talented he is. To be quite honest, he's an undersized 6'4", 240 tight end. That's what he is, 6'3.5". He's undersized. Now I'll go in. He's undersized. He's an undersized tight end, Brock Bowers. He is. He's undersized. I'm not, look, he might be talented. I told you, he's Kyle Juszczyk. He's going to help them in the receiving end. You had other glaring holes. That's my point. You got no corners. You need help on the other edge. Tyree Wilson, fucking good luck. Good luck. Max needs help. You have no corners. I would rather them gamble there and take Peyton Wilson, fucking overdraft him, take Adrian Cooper, push them up, take a center, anchor your line.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You take a luxury pick with a second tight, that's a luxury pick.
Yeah.
Just my opinion. What the fuck do I know? They panicked. Exactly right. That's what they did. They shit the bed. And I don't care how great Penix turns out to be. It'll be all luck because there's nobody could tell me that was their plan or they never give this kid $180 million. Why would you give Kirk Cousins $180 million knowing you drafted Michael Penix or any quarterback for that matter? You don't. They shit the bed and they panicked.
Yeah. Well, you got to know that the Saints are picking because the board has been going. So, with that being said, they're going to draft a lineman.
Thanks, man. Hey, we're having fun here, bud. I hope it's interesting. Thank you.
Gorky, I like Fuaga here. I like Talise Fuaga here, but it's just what they value. Is it Amarius Mims or Fuaga? It's one of them, though.
Antonio, who we got on the clock right now?
Saints. They're going to take a lineman.
14. I would say Fuaga. Could they go corner here? No way. Somebody said, would they go with Donnie Mitchell here at 14?
No.
Doesn't Marshawn Lynch need somebody on the other side?
No. Marshawn Lynch.
They need a tackle, no? They could use a tackle. Penning sucks at left.
I said,
a left tackle. That's a problem.
I think they go to Fuaga,
but he's too early for him. Fuaga's probably the pick off Patano.
Yeah.
I would say.
Nico, I like Brian Thomas, but
Xavier Worthy might jump. He's just not here. Know. I don't know. We'll see.
I just can't believe this. This is going to be a left tackle.
Could they go edge here? We haven't had an edge rusher. No, I don't need.
This is a left tackle.
Bad pick, luxury pick, my opinion. Then you got a lot of holes. Yeah, he's a good player, but a luxury pick. They got a lot of holes.
I like Talise Fuaga here. Troy Fatanu here.
Absolutely. I'm not knocking the player. I just don't like the pick.
They don't need a guard. They don't need a guard.
All right. I'm not going to say the pick. I got the pick.
Yes, Fuaga can definitely play left tackle. But they're going to play him at right. If they take Fuaga, it's for right. But if they take Amarius Mims, it's for left. But I think this is a typical. They need right tackle. They're going to pick a right tackle. It's Fuaga. But we don't. In this draft, we don't fucking know.
You just said it. That's who they picked.
Who?
The guy you just said.
Fuaga? I seen it. I seen that playing out.
Good call, Antonio. Good call, Gork. Good call.
Yeah. That's 14.
They're gonna play him. They might switch him. They said they might switch. They're not sure.
But,
plays with a nasty streak. We got the Colts up now at 15. And so far, that's okay. I'll hear it. I got 2 head scratching picks of the night. Bowers and Penix. Head scratchers for me. And it's not about their talent. It's about why. Not a position of need for either team. And especially with the Raiders, you got so many holes. And the Falcons, for that matter, too, on the defensive side of the ball. A lot of holes. I don't think we've had one DB off the board, right? I don't think there's one has come off the board. That's incredible. They got to stop flying now. We still got Patano here. You got Guyton, you got Mims. I would think the Colts got to go corner here, or maybe Robinson. Waga to the Saints. Yep, Bobby. Unbelievable. Now, what up to this point? Now, one defensive player, right? Wow. Incredible. Incredible. I'm looking at Anthony Richardson do an interview, um, quarterback for the Colts. Um, I thought real quick. Um, I never mind. Yeah, Puaga definitely plays with a mean streak, no doubt.
I don't. This is crazy. I mean,
I
I
think,
know
is Craigie right saying that there's no defensive players have been taken? Is that
we've
possible?
been, yeah, we've been saying it. I just said it was 14 for
Not
14.
one.
Not
Not
one.
one. Wow. No way they're taking the edge rusher.
If Dallas Turner's there, the Steelers aren't going to take him because they don't need edge. But it would be
I
crazy.
can't believe they're all full. I can't believe the DBs and all these edge rushers are falling like this.
But I can tell you
Unbelievable.
one. I can tell you one thing. If all the DBs fall there, there is no question in my mind. Steelers go DB.
Yeah, you get the
There's
pick
no
of the litter. I think Indianapolis has to. If it's not Robinson here, it's got to be. Well, it won't be Robinson. I thought Brock Bowers could have went here. I think it'll be corner. It's got to be corner or edge here. Yeah, they do. Here we go. I can't believe not one corner, no edge, none of the centers. Incredible.
I mean, yeah, I would assume Terry on Arnold, but nah, I don't know. I don't know. I can see multiple things. I can see Brian Thomas here. I can see a Donnie Mitchell here. Um, I can see Dallas Turner here. They got the pick of the litter. The Cowboys are.
Yeah,
I mean, the Colts are in a great spot here.
yeah, great spot here. Yep. Corner or receiver, I agree.
This is a great spot.
I think
Honestly,
if Bowers was here, they might have went here.
I'm not gonna lie. Even corner for them, like yeah, they can go corner, but again, what do we value?
I know.
Do you value a top edge rusher or do you value a prima donna wide receiver who in 4 years
Yeah,
might tell you, "Hey, I want more money."
yeah.
Could go corner. Me personally, I'm going edge rusher. But watch, this will be fucking quarterback Michael Pratt from Tulane this fucking year's draft. This is impossible, man. This is crazy. You know, but there's got to be edge. It's got to be edge. It's got to be edge. This is not a corner. Not for me. Not me. That's me. I don't think Terry on Arnold's the pick here. No, no shot. Troy Fatano, if they need a guard, he plays right guard. He plays where Quentin Nelson goes. This is Dallas Turner or Latu Latu. And I actually like Latu prospect wise way more than I like Dallas Turner. He's nastier, bigger. He's just nasty. You know what I mean?
Gork, you're right. Nobody got this right.
No, no one got this pick. No one got this shit right.
Craig,
My shit
Craig
was
said if
busted.
he's Seattle, they should trade back, collect more picks because you can still get who you want.
I like Latu. I think he's better. But
the pick is in. I won't say a word. I'm not gonna say a word.
Can you give us this?
Yeah.
It's an edge rusher.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I knew that. All right, cool. So it's Dallas Turner, Latu. I like Latu better. It's probably Dallas Turner though.
End it there. Name it. Go ahead.
Who I like?
You just said it.
I like Latu.
And the Colts take Latu.
That's crazy.
They went over Dallas Turner and Jared Verse, over the corners, over Murphy. They went with Latu.
Crazy.
And the wildness continues.
I did not see that.
And I like Latu. Don't get me wrong. I like him. I just you couldn't go wrong. I had to pick it a little, like you said.
I had Dallas Turner in my mock draft going 8.
Yeah.
Latu, man.
Latu. And here comes Seattle at 16. Do they move down? Collect more picks, or you stay there, take Murphy, and plug that middle?
Well, if you know NFL draft, you know trends happen. Now the run on edge rushers are going to happen.
Yeah. And Mike Macdonald, what do you think? The new head coach coming from
Dallas
the Ravens?
Dallas Turner.
Yeah, they're like here we go, Seattle. We could have a walk-off. No, I don't think so. I think this will be a solid pick here. I wouldn't be shocked if it's Murphy because they like to build up front. We'll see. I don't think they need secondary help here, Seattle, but you never know with the new head coach. You don't know.
No, yeah.
They do need safety help, but not Cooper DeJean could be that Swiss Army knife, maybe. But I think it's Murphy. But we'll see. Could be edge. I don't know. Could be everything. Everything's at the table still. There's so many people here.
If the Steelers got Cooper DeJean, I would immediately get up and end this whole live.
Wow, this has been a.
That's how happy I would be. That's how hype I'd be.
Then he said the Steelers are panicking right now. Why? We got all the corners still on the board. You still got this kid Robinson there. You got whatever you want. He's played. You still got 4 or 5 tackles.
You got a Donnie Mitchell. You got a Donnie Mitchell there. You have Xavier Worthy there and Brian Thomas there. If you're the Steelers, you're in a great spot.
Mims, Fatano, Barton, JPJ.
Wow, man. No way.
Then he wants an edge rusher bad. Who's he going to play over? Seattle needs a Mike. I agree. To go alongside Jerome, the kid they signed, Jerome, the kid from Miami.
I'll tell you one
Jerome
thing.
Baker.
I'll tell you one thing. Now, if the Steelers do take Graham Barton or some tackle, the tackles that are there, if Amarius Mims goes, I'd be mad because everyone fell. As of right now, a lot of guys fell that shouldn't have been there. You can't go Graham Barton over fucking Terrion Arnold. You can't go Graham Barton over Quinyon Mitchell. You can't. You just can't do that. You can't go Graham Barton over fucking Brian Thomas. No way.
How about Seattle if Mike Macdonald in his first year takes Quinyon Mitchell to go alongside Witherspoon and they move Tyron Wooten to the slot?
I wouldn't be mad.
Or you take Byron Murphy and put him in just clog up a hole right next to Leonard Wilkinson.
All right, let's talk about Seattle. Who do you like here?
They could use an edge. They could use a stuffer in the middle. And I think Ravens. You got to think Ravens because that's where McDonald's coming from. He built that defense there the last 3 years.
Yeah, Dallas Turner, you think?
Could be. Could be a big edge. Could be a big run stuffer. Matabike in the middle. Could be a top corner, although they got their set at corners, right? Witherspoon and Wooten.
I think
Oh, not
Graham
really.
Barton's going to play wherever. If the Steelers take him, he's going to play center.
Peyton Wilson. If you love Peyton Wilson, I don't give a shit. Now's the time. I don't care if it's at 16. To me, I don't care what you got him numbered. If you love a guy, you take him. People say it's early, but if you love him, who gives a shit?
Latu reminds me of Jalen Phillips from Miami. Just more powerful.
I could see Jared Verse here. I could see Dallas Turner, like you said. Baltimore, you think of McDonald, you think of Baltimore, loves pressure, loves to have one guy that could always get at you. The speed in the middle, Matabike would be the Murphy guy if you went there.
Seattle, man. They can
I wouldn't be surprised if they went Jackson Powers Jackson. I wouldn't. They don't have a center or a guard they could use help. That wouldn't surprise me. The set of tackles, they got nobody in the middle. Look, he wants Jerzon Newton or Murphy. If not, he's ready to say goodnight. He's walking off already.
Oh man,
great.
Latu. I like that pick, man. You can't have a second rounder. Dallas Turner's still on the board, man. Wow.
So is Jared Verse.
Yeah, but I seen Jared Verse kind of slipping.
More of a power rusher.
I did not see
Dallas Turner speed, pure speed.
I didn't see, Chop Robinson's not even fucking looked at.
Yeah. I don't know. It's talk that he could play guard or center. Here we go.
I'm at commercial, so I don't know what's going on. Don't say it.
Could have a trade here with the Eagles. They're not sure. They're not saying they're taking some time here.
Yeah.
Seattle could move down and get a second rounder, maybe.
Whoa.
Unless they sit and pick.
Crazy, man. I didn't see a lot. Like, was Kirk Cousins the most expensive smoke screen of all time?
Oh my God. I'm still shocked. Still. And I gotta tell you, I know they're good players, but Brock Bowers surprised me a little bit too. I gotta be honest. A lot of holes.
So Mike McDonald's with the Seahawks now?
Yeah, he's the head coach now.
Wow. So D tackle.
Kills the losing him to the Ravens losing him.
D tackle or edge, right?
Yeah, you got to figure. You look at the Ravens and
he always builds around a big D tackle and edge. So
pick is in. I'm not gonna announce it.
Wow, man. Craigie, who did you want here?
You were right on it, Toe. You were right on it.
I mean, that was pretty easy, though.
You think so? I thought they were going to go. It's a speed. He's a speed edge rusher. If you go by the Ravens mold, they like to bring pressure, right?
So it's got to be Byron Murphy or Dallas Turner here.
No, you nailed it, Dallas Turner. Dallas Turner to the Seahawks.
Wow, I thought they would have went Byron Murphy.
I thought they were going to go plug in the middle too, but they went edge. They went pure edge. He obviously doesn't like who they have rushing the quarterback. They really don't. They really haven't gotten pressure. They
Wow.
signed. They signed Hankerson and Leonard Williams. They signed him.
Wow.
Honestly, who thought Dallas Turner was going to be here at 16? Who the hell thought that? Jared Verse is still here. I can't believe that.
Yeah. Wow. Wow, you didn't want Dallas Turner there? Wait, wait. Why you would rather Brian Murphy? Me
I think
personally,
you want the Murphy. Nah, I don't know. He's getting his Generals jersey.
I would have rathered. I would have rathered
Fucking
Byron Murphy.
happy.
I thought it made more sense for them to take Byron Murphy, but
They
Dallas
got him.
Turner.
No, that's a good pick. That's a good pick for Seattle. I think he liked Murphy though. You know he likes some big hogs in the middle.
I would have taken Murphy, but Dallas Turner's a great pick.
Oh, he can pressure his ass off.
I think. Let me tell you something right now. I think there's a reason why Dallas Turner fell.
Problems?
I you don't go from being a top 10 pick to fall in a 16. Oh, the pick is in. Wow, man. Here we go.
A lot. Tell little Pip. Everybody on the Bleacher Report is giving it a A+. Oh, wait a minute. They had the pick wrong. They made a mistake on the pick. It was Byron Murphy. Byron Murphy.
Yeah, that's a good pick, man.
Byron Murphy to the Seahawks, not Dallas Turner. They messed up the pick at Bleacher Report.
Wow.
Holy shit. Now what is he going to complain about? Turner
Yeah,
is still on the board.
wow. There's a
But
reason
that
why
does make more sense for Mike McDonald. It surprised me.
that's
No,
what
yeah, he's a more, Matabike. He likes them big guys in the middle to push the pocket. So, yeah, that's what Craig is saying. Newton went right. I mean, they still don't have a second-round pick, but Murphy's the pick, not Turner. I don't know how they screwed that up.
yeah, I don't know, man.
6'4", 340. That can move, this kid.
You got to
But that
think
is
somebody. You got to think somebody's either going to trade up for Dallas Turner.
Turner and Verse are still on the board. I can't believe this.
You got to think somebody's either going to trade up because Jacksonville don't need them. Somebody's either going to trade up here or Jacksonville's taking Quinyon Mitchell.
Yep, Murphy to the Hawk, Vinny. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, the Matabike roll. Absolutely, that is the roll. Yep. You can push the pocket. Yeah, you had to figure Mike McDonald, and they'll probably come back and get an edge, later on. But I got to tell you, the Rams, Jared Verse, I don't know. I think maybe Jerzon Newton to the Rams at 19. I'm thinking ahead.
I mean,
I can't believe Verse is still here with Turner. I can't believe
we got to think about the Jaguars here. Are they trading out? I know they were.
I think Brian Robinson all day here. They lost Ridley.
Brian Thomas.
Brian Thomas. So they lost Ridley. And they lost just Ridley, right?
Yeah, but they got Gabriel Davis.
All right, so I don't know.
Wow. Vikings are on the clock.
We have a trade.
No, it's the Jaguars.
We have a trade.
What are you talking about?
Minnesota, Jacksonville in a trade right now.
Yep, I knew they were going to trade out. They were saying it all week.
Minnesota moved up to.
You got to think they're trading for Dallas Turner.
Minnesota to 17. Jacksonville to 23 and a 4th-round pick. Minnesota has not made the pick yet, but it's probably what you said they're saying.
Dallas Turner, 100%. This is too easy. Too easy. I'm getting phone calls right now. This is Dallas Turner all over it.
You think so? Yeah, they said Danielle Hunter left. Gotta be, right?
Listen, I knew
Oh,
this
they're
was
saying,
gonna
what
happen.
about corner? Not one corner yet.
That could be a potential
Here we
thing.
go.
And I don't know. They're trading up for somebody.
You're right. Dallas Turner. Minnesota takes Dallas Turner.
It's Dallas Turner here?
Dallas Turner was the pick at 17. 18, Cincinnati Bengals.
Wow.
Every corner is on the board. This is incredible. Now, does Cincinnati take the receiver? Or do they take a defensive tackle? Or do they take an offensive tackle?
Well, the Steelers are going to have a pick of one of the receivers and one of the corners if they want them.
Yep. And one of the linemen.
Just say like this. Cincinnati goes Brian Thomas. Steelers are going to have a shot at Donnie Mitchell, Xavier Worthy. Cincinnati goes Amarius Mims. They're going to have a shot at Graham Barton, Jackson Powers Johnson. Cincinnati goes Quinyon Mitchell. They're going to have a shot. Terrion Arnold, Nate Wiggins.
No, I'm telling Gorky something.
Yeah, I know. I know it's Brian Murphy. Pick is in, man. So regardless, there's still 3 solid players at every position the Steelers were needed. And they're in a good spot.
I think the Eagles are trying to get ahead of Pittsburgh. Something tells me, but who are they going to make a deal with? The Rams? I don't think the Rams would want the Eagles to jump them.
I know that the Eagles are shopping heavy right now.
But I think the Eagles could sit where they are and get whoever they want. I really do. No corner has left. They got every corner still there.
Yeah, but they might have a guy. He's pissed that he didn't go in the top 10.
We're not sure if the Eagles are going to trade up. There was talk that they were looking to trade up, but it seemed to be that Minnesota jumped in front of them. The Eagles were looking to make a deal, they're saying, but then Minnesota got involved and they made the deal.
I can still see the Eagles.
Yeah, I could see them trying to maybe make a deal with the Rams here, or maybe even Pittsburgh. Maybe Pittsburgh feels good about Graham Barton and they move down. Maybe they work a deal with the Eagles. Who knows?
Yeah, I can still see that happening.
I mean, you got every corner. There's not one corner taken. And it's possible it won't go here. They could take a receiver and justify it. You got to worry about T. Higgins. They lost Boyd. You got to pay Chase.
And guess what else? Guess what else this could be? This could be edge rusher because Trey Hendrickson don't want to be there.
He wants out. That's correct. It could go a multitude of places.
The last thing you want them to do, though, as a Steeler fan, is take Amarius Mims.
I like him.
Because if he falls, that's the pick. And that's like a big fuck you to Pittsburgh because he says he wants to play for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh said
that they don't want him. They don't want to come in.
No, Pittsburgh said that's their number 1 guy on their board. So you kind of don't want that to happen, but I can see as a fucking dumb Cincinnati Bengal.
Oh, Mims right now. Like the Jets did to us with Darrelle Revis.
Yeah.
Remember that? We were at that draft.
I can see it.
That was painful. That was painful. Yeah, but we bounced back. Didn't we bounce back with Timmons? That same.
Yeah, but you just don't want them to take.
Yeah, no, it sucks.
I would want to root for Mims. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like the year we thought we had what was his name? And we wound up panicking and taking Artie Burns. Oh God. That's what the Falcons did tonight. They didn't know what to do. Oh, Michael Penix. That's what they did. And the Raiders did the same thing. I really believe that. Oh, Brock Bowers. Take us in, Cincinnati Bengals. I'm not saying it.
I don't know what that means.
Look, they went like this.
Oh no.
Right tackle Amarius Mims to the Bengals. All right. 6'8", 340. The guy runs like a fucking 1.7, fucking 1.6 fucking split. All right. All right. So I guess we're going. Now the receiver and corners are all there for us. The pick and the winner. Pick or Fatano. You like Fatano? Barton's there.
Nah.
JPJ.
Nah.
Where we going?
I don't want none of those guys.
What about corner? Quinion?
I want a corner or a receiver.
So you'll take Robin, the kid from LSU.
I'll take Brian Thomas and Adonai Mitchell.
Or
I'll take Quinion Mitchell and Graham Barton.
I'm good.
I do not want Troy Fatanu, even though he's gonna be good. I just don't want him.
They say he's real good. Yeah, no, not at all. He called it. He knew that Cincinnati was going to do that. He knew it. Hey, we've been down this road before. It's hard to sit at 20 and get the guy. Yeah, I don't understand it either. You got Jerzon Newton sitting right there, just as big as Murphy. Good quality player, no DJ Reader, and they went for the upside. A guy that's only played 8 games, but got so much upside, they took him. You got to figure the Rams are going to go edge here. Jared Verse falls to them, right? Unless they go corner. I don't know. I have no. I got to tell you, man, this has been special. I got to tell you, man. The under and over, I think, was 6 trades in the first round. Boy, whoever picked the under is looking really good.
Wow, man. I cannot believe that, bro.
I had a feeling him was not going to last to 20.
Did they really get him? Or are you fucking with me?
I mean, do you think corner is? I mean, you don't like Cooper DeJean here at all at 20?
I love Cooper.
Play him next to Minka, or do you play him at corner?
No, you play him at safety. And you can play him in nickel.
Where do the Rams go here? Come on. Talk to me. Edge, corner, Quinion, Terrion Arnold.
I can see the Rams taking the top corner off the board.
What about Jared Verse? No Jared Verse here?
Oh, they can go Jerzon Newton to replace Aaron Donald.
Absolutely. That's a good pick here. Jerzon Newton. Yep.
Or
how about Pittsburgh? Jerzon Newton. No, we got Keanu. Do we think about going defensive lineman at all? No. Cornerback or wide receiver. Agreed.
You don't pass up on the receivers that's there. And
I'll tell you, I like Brian. If Brian Thomas is still here, man, who thought he'd be here at 20? It's him in the corner. I don't think something tells me you're going to flip a table. I don't know it. It's early yet. The Rams are up. Troy Fatano is highly rated. So many people love him.
Don't ruin the Steelers pick.
I'm not going to say a word. I won't say a word.
Don't even laugh.
No, I won't laugh. You know me. I'll walk off. And I'll shut this whole stream down. You'll know it's bad if everything goes blank. Like in the end of The Sopranos where it just went fuzzy. That means I ripped it out of the wall. Vinny, where's Vinny? Vinny's been quiet. He's in the closet praying. He's sweating.
Oh, God.
Vin, come on, Vin. Who are they picking? Let's go. We're one pick away.
This was like last year when
The
DeWan
Ram
Jones,
pick is in.
Paris Johnson, and DeWan Jones.
That it's the first time at pick 19 no corner's been taken in a class like this. Ever.
That's kind of scary, though.
Unbelievable.
Like, is there a reason why they're?
Who would have thought the Rams could get the pick of whoever they like at corner? Not one. And they're still saying Troy Patano might have been rated the best tackle as far as versatility, power. What would you do if you hear the Pittsburgh Steelers select quarterback Spencer Rattler?
I cannot believe they went Amarius Mims.
That was your guy?
Yep. That's who I wanted.
Gorky said, I don't play poker. Nah, not with this shit, Chris. No, he's funny himself. Oh. Well, I tell you, I have so much fun with this shit tonight. I got to tell you so.
Well, we're gonna see right now.
Where's Vinny? Vinny tuned us out. He's not. He's gonna come on. What?
I know.
I'm predicting it right now. Vinny's gonna come on. You know him. No matter who they pick. I told you they were gonna pick him. No matter who it is.
I know. I know he's pissed.
Nah, Ben, we're gonna bounce back. Ben, we go corner or wide receiver here, or tackle Fatano, or center, Barton or Jackson. What do you think? Got a lot of pick of the litter here, a lot of corners here. Not one corner taken yet. Troy Fatano still there. Graham Barton still there. Jackson Powers Jackson still there. I say screw it. Go get some speed and put some speed next to Patrick Queen.
Peyton Wilson.
They'll never do it, but I don't know. It's got to be a corner or Robinson. Let's see what the Rams do.
Brian Thomas, you mean?
The Brian Thomas. The Rams won't go there. They're loaded a receiver. Jared Verse makes sense. Jer'Zhan Newton makes sense to the Rams here. The Rams have not taken a first-round pick since 2016.
Jared Verse or Jer'Zhan Newton. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think they'd be very happy. They were going to trade up to 12 to get him. Imagine getting him at 20.
Two minutes and 56 seconds. I can see them fucking the Steelers right now and taking Quinyon Mitchell. Oh, God. If they take Quinyon Mitchell, or Brian Thomas, I'm gonna fucking snap. And they don't need Brian Thomas.
Yeah, they're talking a lot about Brian Thomas being one of the fastest receivers in this draft.
No, they're not gonna take Brian Thomas. They don't need Brian Thomas.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
This could be Jer'Zhan Newton or Jared Verse. More Jared Verse than anything, but probably Newton. What about Chop Robinson?
I think anything's on the board, but I think here we go. Pick it in. I won't say it. Let me just put it to you this way, Toe. We got the pick of the litter. That's all I can tell you. The Steelers will get the pick of whatever they want.
So edge rusher went.
That's correct.
Okay. All right.
Craigie's saying we should go Troy Fatano, hands down. I think they're going to go. We're going to see. I think we're going to go corner, or we could go receiver. Your boy from out, my guy, who I love, who I told you I thought was right with the rest of them guys, is still there. Quinyon Mitchell's hard to pass on right here, or Terry Arnold.
It's got to be one of the corners. It's got to be Mitchell or
What about
Brian
Cooper?
Thomas.
What about Cooper DeJean?
I'm cool with Cooper DeJean too. I need Brian Thomas, Cooper DeJean, or Quinyon Mitchell, or Terry Arnold. It's got to be one of the corners, either one of the top 3 corners because I like them all, or Brian Thomas. That's it. I don't want Troy Fatano.
Would Worthy, but what about Barton or Jackson Powers Jackson here? Would that bother you?
I just think none of those guys were supposed to be where they are. I like all the linemen. I like them. But none of the guys that we're talking about are supposed to be here. None of the corners were supposed to be there. Terry Arnold should have been gone. Quinyon Mitchell should have been gone. You have a shot at either or, and we never get corners.
Boy, they passed on Jerzon Newton. Freaking the Rams. Jared Verse, I like the pick. I can't say I don't. But I'm a little I'm not surprised. Micah Parsons, it's a decent pick. That's what he just said. It's decent.
To who?
Jared Verse. He goes, "This is a decent pick. Not great."
He's a hater.
This kid's crazy.
He's a hater.
I don't know. Everything I see, Jared Verse is just running everybody over. Could Pittsburgh be trying to move down to get a second pick, or do you just take the receiver or the corner right now?
I can see the Steelers trade.
I believe we could get a right tackle in the 3rd round. We could get a center in the 3rd round. I told you that. I laid that out many times.
All right. Steelers are on the clock. That's it.
Vinny likes Cooper.
Keon Coleman and Troy Fatano. I don't know. Keon Coleman, I don't think so. Troy Fatano, yes.
Joseph, I think we're going to go, my personal opinion here, I think we're going, I think Mike Tomlin loves Quinyon Mitchell. I personally be happy with any one of them, any one of the corners outside of Wiggins, or Kool-Aid. I'll be happy with any one of them or the LSU wide receiver, and I would not be mad with Connor Barton or JPJ. I would not. That being said, I believe Quinyon Mitchell is the pick.
I think it's Quinyon Mitchell or Brian Thomas.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of all the guys that had at three meetings, 3 dinners, all of that. Quinyon, Chitano,
Cooper DeJean, though.
Cooper DeJean, yeah, it could be a sleeper in this. Yep, we'll see.
Because they like him, and they have a need for safety and nickel.
Boy, I still can't get over that Michael Penix. Woo. Are you, Chris? 10 out of 19.
Wow. And the clock is still moving.
Micah Micah Parsons saying it should be a no question. You put Quinion Mitchell with Joey Porter.
Yeah, they'll botch this pick though.
He said, or Brian Thomas. It's one or the other. It shouldn't be thought for either of the others because you get them later.
They'll botch it. I'll tell you one thing: if they don't get Brian Thomas and Quinion Mitchell, meaning they don't go receiver or corner, and they don't come out of this with Connor Barton, I'm getting off. I'm telling you right now.
He said he loves Donnie Mitchell over Thomas. Pickett's in. I'm not saying nothing.
I'm on commercial looking at Boy Kills World. I have a feeling they're. Oh my god.
Don't say nothing, Gorky. All right, I'm back. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm good.
Uh, so whack.
No,
Yeah,
Mims was taking about when Mims went to the Bengals, Joe.
no, he's saying Mims was supposed to be the pick.
Yeah, Mims was, yeah. But
I mean, I know what they did there. I know what they did here already. I don't know, but I know. The thing is Troy Fatano 100%. I can just tell by your reaction, number one. And number two, they're not going to go center this early. They're going to. The Troy Fatano was supposed to be taken with the 12th pick, so they're looking at it as a steal. But how you pass up on all these other guys is beyond me. Unreal.
besides everything else, Memphis Lincoln, how was the play? I
Listen,
feel
listen.
bad for the rest of the teams that have selections in this evening's stream.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick around for after my man's here for 22. It wouldn't be right if I bail out on him now. Wow.
I like. Listen, if it is Troy Fatano, I think he's great.
Yeah.
Most didn't think he was going to last this long. Is if this is the pick, but they could have did better. I like the pick. I like the prospect. I don't think he's bad whatsoever.
No, he's not. That's why I don't understand why you're upset with it.
No, I'm not upset with it that like it's a bad pick.
He was a most versatile guy.
So you're telling me that's who they took?
A lot of people,
Hold on. Cam Hayward's about to announce it.
yeah, let them announce it.
It would be surprising if they went back to
Yeah.
back tackles.
No, you'll see, and in the end, I think it'll be a good.
I want to see who they took. I haven't seen it yet. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till you get the call, and then I'll wrap it up because I didn't realize I got a long way home after I jump into traffic.
Oh God. Oh God.
You got it?
Yeah.
They say he's the most versatile, and they say his team says he's nuts. He plays with a mean streak, and he wore number 43 after Troy. And they say he's the most versatile tackle on the board. He's not a little guy. So he's going to play right because he's a run more.
Troy Fatano, 2023 Morris Trophy winner, gave
Right.
up 2 sacks during his entire career and
Yeah.
had 65 blocks in his final year of high school volleyball. Who gives a fuck about volleyball?
He's a mean dude, bro. I want to thank everybody for coming in, Tits. Thank you for being my partner on the side. Love you guys. Good night, everybody. 3.5 hours. I'm a little tired. Oh, we had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. You guys are the best. No doubt about it. The best. See you tomorrow night with Brother Jim. And I hope you enjoyed us for 3.5 hours. Thank you for sticking it out. Have a great night. You guys are the best. Hands down, the best. It's always fun, but I got a ways to get home. Have a good night. We stuck it out. Good night, everybody.